Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome to a brand new mini series here on the channel as we'll be going through College Hockey 26, a game that I've showcased a little bit on the channel here before. We did the official big deep dive video a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now the game has been released. A couple of patches have come out. We're going to be trying a mini series here on the channel between now and the next couple of weeks, maybe a 3 or 4 episode type thing, going through maybe 5 to 7-ish seasons with the UConn Huskies. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in, Hobbsy. A brand new series here, and I'm going to go through all the details of it and why we're doing the Huskies in a few moments. Welcome, 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 everybody. Continuing on in our week of streams here. Quick little update. We were live yesterday on Monday. We're live tonight on Tuesday. We'll be live on Wednesday. Thursday is a question mark, but then we'll be live on Friday and Saturday again. So it might be a question mark on Thursday. Keep an eye out. Maybe it's even an afternoon stream, but Thursday evening probably not going to be possible. We're going to work that out. Welcome, Yorkie. No live reaction for the Michael McCarron trade. No, didn't make that in. Welcome, everyone. So why are we doing the Huskies? We'll get to that in just a moment. First, let's start our new career. Let's just get into the main page first. I'm using the custom roster, so it has everything we would want, but not all. That has, like, as in the teams and the logos and all that, but it doesn't have all of the created players and everything according to each team, as those haven't been created by the community just yet. This roster includes UML, BU, and Merrimack. So if we go, for example, to Boston University, you see, okay, Cole Hudson, Sasha Boisvert, Cole Eisman, these guys all exist in the game, but not every team has that, unfortunately. Good evening, Fintan, and welcome aboard. We're doing well, buddy. How about you on your end? So we're going to go down to the UConn Huskies here. There we go. A team that I think provides an interesting challenge, adds 70 prestige, just high enough, $155,000 budget in a very packed Hockey East conference as well. So we're going to call this one Data Huskies. In-season tournaments, we can randomize all of those. Autofill, yeah, that's fine for the autofill. Do these still happen in the real world? I read somewhere that these don't happen anymore. Am I missing something? But we'll just autofill all of them. I didn't even see which one we got put in. And there you go. Confirm that schedule. Before starting, you should take UConn to the correct state in the roster editor. Is it not in the right... Is it not in the right state? Before starting, you should send UConn to the correct state in the roster editor. So UConn is not... Well, I see it in Hockey East. Is it just that it doesn't have a state attached to it? Does it really matter what state it is? Someone here might have a better grasp on that than I do. Data Huskies, UConn. Lots of teams we could choose from. We spoke about it as the AGMs. 50 prestige isn't impossible, but it might be a little bit low. Meanwhile, other teams with 85, 95, whatever it might be just too easy. So as we kind of saw in the deep dive. So I think UConn gives that balance of both, especially in a mini series. I think for recruiting's sake, it does for recruiting. So does it not... That's odd. How do they not have their states? I don't know. And then, of course, all these old files. I don't know why these are here. Like, for example, if we go to the other file that I used before. Hold on. Let me go back to the one that I was using previously. I was using Deep Dive. That was the one that I was using when I made the Deep Dive video. If Deep Dive is the roster, now do they have a state? No, they still don't have a state. I feel like this didn't... Like, when we did our Minnesota Gophers deep dive, Minnesota was... Let's open it up and let's see if there's a problem. Okay? States were added after. This is the most recent roster of... Oh, states were added after? Oh. So we have to go to take our roster. We have to edit it and say the state. For every team we're going to do this? No. We're going to do this for our team. I would have done this before if I had known. For Hockey East. I don't know what all the... Is MA Maine? New Hampshire is what? I need my wife. New Hampshire is NH. We can do at least for our division. New Hampshire. Boston University is Massachusetts. This is on Steam. Yes, it is. Massachusetts. Hey, I'm not pressing save. Oh my goodness. M-A, save. M-A, save. I gotta get my wife in here. Maine is what then? M-N, that's Minnesota. M-I is Missouri. No, sorry, M-O is Missouri. Which one is Maine? Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna stay here all night. Vermont is an easy one. Where's Vermont? VA. ME for Maine, thank you. We'll just do the big ones. ME. Merrimack, where's Merrimack? New Hampshire, NH. Just so UConn only affects your recruiting, I'm pretty sure. But other teams, I remember seeing other teams. Merrimack's in Massachusetts as well. Because I want to be fighting against these other Massachusetts teams, right? I want to make it difficult in that way. So MA, MA, ME, MA, NH. Well, we're not fighting well in terms of the East. Yeah, I know we're in Connecticut. Northeastern is, I'm not sure. Providence, Merrimack is MA, got it. New Hampshire, NH. Northeastern, I'm not sure. Providence isn't that Massachusetts as well. UConn is Connecticut, CT. UMass is Massachusetts as well. Providence, oh, that's Rhode Island. Yes, you're right. I'm not an expert in American geography here. Rhode Island. Northeastern, UMass Slows, that's also MA. That just leaves us with Northeastern. That's Massachusetts as well. Hobbs, yeah, I missed that. Thank you. Hey, they're all Massachusetts? My goodness. Okay. Any quick ones to do? Alaska, sure. Any quick ones we can really do here? Big Ten, maybe. Michigan, we can do them. MI from Michigan. Minnesota is MN, right? Yes, Connecticut is set. Yeah. Learn geography. I don't know. I can name probably 45 states, but I don't know where each school is. Ohio. Yes, we did set, by the way. Pennsylvania, PA. Wisconsin, WI. Because these top prospects, if he's a guy who's from Wisconsin, he's going to want to go to Wisconsin more than UConn, for example, right? Notre Dame. Where's that again? Wouldn't want to be in a state data doesn't know. Any others that are obvious? Michigan Tech. Okay. MI. Minnesota State. MN. Northern Michigan. MI. If only NCAA teams were in Italy, data would know where all of them were. Tell me about it, right? Harvard is MA, right? Oh, it's Indiana. Thank you. Indiana. Episode 1 things, right? They're all things that happen in episode 1. Long Island, is that New York? Alaska, 2 Alaskas. Arizona State, Arizona. Colorado College, Colorado. Denver's in Colorado. Miami is in Florida. Minnesota Duluth, MN. Oh, did I do A? Oh, sorry. What did I put for Alaska? AL? That's Alabama. What am I doing? Or was it? Alaska's AK, right? I think I thought in my head Arkansas for a second. Miami. Oh, it's Miami, Ohio. Oh. That's why we're all in here. Thanks, everybody. Miami, Ohio. I pulled a Kelly Kapoor. If you know, you know. As someone who spent years on Long Island, I can confirm it's in New York. There you go. Minnesota, North Dakota. That's what? ND? Is Arkansas AR? Western Michigan, another. Man, they're all in Michigan. My goodness. All right, did we get most of them here? St. Cloud State, Stonehill is a bunch I didn't do, but did we do enough to say that it's going to be okay in our simulation here? Where's Yale? Lake Superior State, Ferris State, Bowling Green. I would have done this all off screen, but we got to get moving along here. Got to do them all? Okay, then someone's going to have to help me here. Someone's going to, okay, AIC, Air Force, Army West Point, Bentley, all of these. Let's work through them. Here we go. AGMs, get in here. Connecticut. Okay, Connecticut is Yale. So we're fighting against Connecticut, fighting in Connecticut against Yale. Okay, AGMs here. Atlantic Hockey America. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I should have had these. That's frustrating. That's what Air Force is Colorado. Thank you. I don't know why these rosters don't have that. Air Force is Colorado. West Point. Where's West Point? Oh, Army West Point. Army West Point is New York. New York. Bentley's Massachusetts. I'm glad someone told us, though. AIC, Massachusetts. Okay, Air Force, Army, Bentley. We're almost done. Kansas? Where's this place? Mercyhurst is Pennsylvania. Thank you. This is New York. Holy Cross. Holy Cross NCAA. Thank goodness for Google. Yep. Massachusetts. Mercyhurst said Pennsylvania. Niagara. Niagara is where? Doesn't want to tell me. It tells me nothing about the school except where it's located. New York. Now, where's my mouse? Okay, Niagara is New York. RIT is New York. Lake Superior. Where was Lake Superior? Lake Superior State is Minnesota. No, it's Michigan. Minnesota. Sacred Heart is Connecticut. There you go. We'll be competing against them. Robert Morris is Pennsylvania. Bowling Green is Ohio. Okay, these are all done. Okay. These are all done. Bowling Green is Ohio. Did I fix Miami? Where was Miami? Sorry for this, everybody, but it's going to be worth it in our little mini series here. Yeah, I fixed it. Okay. Augustana is Illinois. MN. I don't know why this got added and it wasn't there before. That's odd. Ferris State. Someone worked through St. Thomas and actually it's just Google. Lake Superior is Michigan. Okay, Michigan. Ferris State is Michigan. Thank you, Landon. Okay, who's left here? That's St. Thomas. What do we got for St. Thomas? MN. Okay. Brown, Clarkson, Colgate, Cornell. I think these are the last ones. These are the last big ones here. The rest I think we pretty much have. I think most people know St. Thomas is Min. Not bad. Cornell, yes, of course. Andy Bernard is New York. Here comes Treble franchise mode. RPI is New York. Princeton is New Jersey. We need Brown, Clarkson, Colgate. Thanks so much. The AGM saved us here. That would have been a good half hour of work. Should have done Cornell and had Andy coaching. I know. Union is New York. Okay. Did we get Quinnipiac? No, did not. Brown is Rhode Island. Colgate and Clarkson are both New York. Good. Colgate and Clarkson, both New York. Clarkson, Colgate, New York. Union, New York. Quinn is Connecticut. So there's our competition there in Connecticut. Dartmouth is New Hampshire. Andy Bernard wanted to fight that guy on the golf course who had the Dartmouth sweater. St. Lawrence. We're missing. Anyone say St. Lawrence? No. Just missing St. Lawrence. We're just about ready to start here. Thanks everyone for getting in. I mean, it allowed time for people to get into the stream. It allowed people to get in here. St. Lawrence is the last one. I assume it's probably New York or something. St. Lawrence, New York. There you go. Everyone's just New York, basically. It's the New York division. Okay, Hockey East. We're good. Independent, Lindenwood and Stonehill. Lindenwood, Stonehill, Omaha, St. Cloud State. Rockies we had. Lindenwood. So Alaska, New York. St. Cloud is Ohio? Oh, no, it's sorry, Minnesota. St. Cloud is Minnesota. Lindenwood is New York. St. Cloud, Minnesota. Lindenwood is Missouri? Is it? Okay. Lindenwood is Missouri. I know Stonehill is Massachusetts. Probably got one wrong in here, but that's it. Omaha. And E. Lindenwood, Missouri. Got it. Okay, what's left here? Do we get them all? Finally. Okay, that's done. Thanks everyone for your help. Sorry that took so long. Now, how do I back out of here? Back to menu. That's my thing. Good. Start new career. And now we go to UConn. And we can finally get this episode started. Okay. UConn. In-season tournaments. Autofill. Thanksgiving Showdown. Capital City Challenge. Holiday Hockey Fest. Very good. Data Huskies. Are we good to finally start? Yes. Start career. Oh, thanks for coming to geography class, everybody. I like how we have the talking data bubble in the corner. Yeah, you know what? I said during this time I'll keep it there, but when the episode starts, I'll probably take it out. Getting ready for the trade deadline. Glad all these applications I sent to Ivy League schools paid off. I don't know if it works to have the bubble there during. Does it block anything? Yeah, it does. So I don't know. You tell me what you like. I'll take it off for now. All right. So why are we doing UConn? Allow me to read this for a moment. I have, if I could just exit full screen here and pull up my Word doc here. Okay, so located in Storrs, Connecticut. Thanks for Hobbsy for the majority of writing this. The University of Connecticut Huskies men's ice hockey program began in 1960. They started their competition in the NCAA at the Division III level and played all their home games outdoor until 1998 before switching to an indoor arena in preparation for their upgrade to Division I. After a couple of other conferences switches over the years, the Huskies joined other schools like Boston College, Boston University, and Providence College in the Hockey East Conference beginning in the 2014-15 season. Since joining Hockey East in 2014, UConn has a combined record of 163, 180, and 38. Heading into the 2025-26 season, where as of this stream, they have a real-world record of 11, 8, and 3, the Huskies program hasn't had much playoff success in their history. They won the 8-team MAAC championship in 2000, and that's pretty much it. The program has seen improvement more recently as UConn made it to but lost in the 2022 Hockey East Championship, but then followed that up with back-to-back quarterfinal losses to Massachusetts Lowell, and Boston College, respectively. So Hockey East Championship loss and then back-to-back quarterfinal losses. But the Huskies program finally took a huge step forward last season in 2024-25 as they once again made it to and unfortunately lost the Hockey East Championship, but they qualified for the NCAA Division I tournament for the first time. They went on to defeat Quinnipiac in the regional semifinal, but would lose to Penn State in overtime in the regional final. So with an improved record in recent years, but an inability to get the job done, the program has called on GM Data and his team of AGMs to take over. The goal? To add to the list of only 7 players who have played more than 2 NHL games, improve on last year's Div 1 appearance, and to ultimately bring a national championship to the state of Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Huskies era. Back to school, UConn Huskies, episode number 1 in this mini series of 3, 4, 5 episodes, something like that, over 5, 6, 7, whatever years that we end up doing. So UConn, we have a prestige of 70, and we're definitely going to have a heavy focus on our recruiting as the team is okay, 81 overall, 79 defense, 79 offense, 82 defense, 81 goaltending, but there's definitely better players out there that we could get for year 2, 3, and onward. So if we could be surprising in year 1, that would be great. That would make it easier to recruit. Excuse me. That's all that reading got the hiccups going as per usual. We do have a 90 overall. Let's look at the team very quickly. We have Weeks, an 85 overall left winger. We have an 85 overall centerman, 84 overall right winger. On defense, we have a 90 overall two-way D who's a junior. All these guys, so we have a senior 85, he's graduating, junior, sophomore. Yeah, what are their potentials and all that? Let's check. Yeah, so Matt Wood, a former Husky, also Tage Thompson, former Husky, and that's about it. So looking at this team and the roster, so let's consider the potential in this team. Isaiah Reyes, he's a senior, so he's not really going to hit that potential, doesn't look like. Junior, Thomas Sampson. Axel Wade is an interesting one, only a 77, but 89 potential. He's a freshman. Landon Bright, also a sophomore. So guys who are sophomore, freshmen, obviously more time to be had in the program. They have the high 80 potential. That's great. But we have a lot of seniors here, or juniors, I should say. Seniors and juniors. Our high overall guys are those seniors. 91 overall, Isaiah Reyes. 82 overall. My goodness, I'm getting all not flustered. I'm getting all turned around, I should say. 1, 2, 3. Our top 3 overall players are all juniors or seniors. I should have come here to play hockey. Yeah, doggy should have been there. Could have had you in the game. Todd, is it Krieger? Todd Krieger, who's there? Yes. So yeah, the team is okay, and there's definitely some potential, but there's work to be done. So we'll talk about the strategy and all that in a little bit. Recruiting is ready to start as well. Ezekiel Welch, the number 1 ranked prospect, is from Connecticut, so we can at least try and make a run for him. That would be probably impossible, but we'll try. Our scouting focus is 84%. We should be targeting 4-star talent. So we're a strong program, focus on the best regional talent, and look for high-value 4-star recruits. That is what we'll be doing. Is it Krieger? Oh, that helps. Thank you. So thinking about our lineup, if we go auto set here for a second, yeah, it's already auto set and ready. The synergy guide, we want to have, yeah, those player types. Playmaker, power forward, not bad, because if Weeks gets put over here, is actually an 82, so the chemistry helps him there. Second line, power forward, playmaker. If there was a sniper, that would help out. Yeah, it would. Watts would go from 82 to, yeah, it helps everybody. Watts would go to 84 in the third line, and Kelly would be helping out these guys. Maybe, even though it's weird to have Watts on the third line, that might be better. But for hometown, high potential guys from the home state, absolutely. And on the fourth line, yeah, there's not much to be had here. Playmaker, sniper, two-way forward. So maybe the grinder here makes more sense. No, I don't think so. No, it's 80 and 78 no matter what. These guys would change their overalls a little bit, right? It would be too much of a hit on the third line, though. And that first line, no. Okay, so that would probably be our lineup. It's not amazing, but that would be it. 90 and 83. Yeah, +1, +2, +3, +1. 90 and 83 on this pair. Two-way D and offensive D, that wouldn't work. So two-way. All right, offensive and offensive isn't great. So if we put, yeah, two-way and offensive, that does help. Yeah, it does. Then the offensive Reyes goes to an 85, from a 79 to an 85 if he plays on that third pair. So again, it's odd, but it's probably the best for them if we have the lineup look like that. Hampton is an 82 overall. On the power play, we'll let the power play be. Has +3 and +2, no problem. Penalty kill +2 and +2. And that'll be that. Okay, so we'll save the lines. Now, how about synergy, strategy, and all that? So there's some friction here. Crash the net. Let's do that. Let's do whatever fits best. 2-1-2 aggressive. That works. Stretch the zone. Either way, it's a risk. And 1-3-1, no matter what, it's a risk. So synergy did go from 1-on-7 to 2-on-7, but there's still major philosophical clash. Let's see if we can go to, okay, man-to-man. Good. 1-3-1. A little less aggressive or more aggressive? Okay, that's a better fit, though. And 1-2. Okay, so solid fit. Some adjustments needed for peak performance. Good. Does either one do anything? No. Okay, so this will be that. We confirm the tactics. Good. Went from 1-on-7 to 5-on-7. Can you swap the second and third pair so the better chemistry plays more? Oh, you mean like play these guys here and play these guys here? Yeah, sure. You know, that makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Thank you for highlighting that, Gen Z McKenzie. That's why we have the AGMs in here. That's exactly why. Thank you. And yeah, so then strategy, we have our identity will be total attack. So be it. Tactics are good to go. Recruiting in just a moment. Finance, we'll have to wait and see on that. Our staff, do we want to play with the staff at all? We do have a salary of $843,000. That's not our budget. That's our salary. We could get a better assistant coach, but I feel like year one, we shouldn't be dipping into too much money for staff. It's not a bad staff. Impact report. It's pretty well-rounded everywhere. Injury prevention isn't good. Maybe that's one area we could have something better. 46 on the injury prevention. So firing him, better guy with injury prevention. Where's injury? That's recovery. I mean, how much of a high end? Maybe just 86, 81, 73K. Sean Velasquez. Let's try this. Get him on the staff. The budget actually doesn't change that much budget-wise. And now much better on the injury prevention. Good. Still could be a lot better. I think that's worth it to just try and not get injured all the time. So there you go. One little move there for the trainer. Head coach, I mean, he's not a great head coach. The assistant coaches look even better. Do we change our head coach and get one of the assistant coaches in there? Let's wait for the season to start. Facilities, we'll see that in the offseason. Alumni, we'll see it in the offseason. But the funnest part, the most fun part, definitely the recruiting. So thinking about recruiting, number one, let's definitely at least think about Ezekiel Welch, who's the number one ranked guy and from our state. So let's get him scouted. 10%. Let's go to 75% is where you see his potential. He only has 85 potential. The number one ranked guy, he only has 85 potential. I don't know. So we'll hit him with the phone call if he likes that. He's academic, he likes detailed calls. We'll hit him with the phone call. And there's some interest for sure, but I can't say we're that interested. Who else is here from the hometown? Number 14, Weston Sharp. Let's get him scouted. He has 89 potential. And he prefers text, so we'll shoot him a little text here. And we'll think about him as well. Who else here? We'll think about what positions we need. We need one of everything. Wingers, defense, okay. And last guy, know a guy. I know a guy. Do you know a guy? 94 potential. Yeah, now there's someone we're going to be interested in. Impressed by campus visits, financially, blah, blah, blah. Let's give him the phone call. Know a guy is someone I'm much more interested in than the number one guy even. Look at the needs as well. How do you mean? Like the needs of our team here? Yes, for sure. 1-1-1. So we need a defenseman for sure. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of everything in our system because there's needs versus like where there's like what do we need to get and like where are we struggling, right? So regional 5 stars. That's all of them. Regional 4 stars. Who's out for the regional 4 stars? Right wingers Brooks Stevens, 6'5". Get him scouted 25%. Give him a phone call. Okay, good. We learned a little bit more about him. Brooks Stevens could be interesting. Make sure to save money for the transfer portal as well. Yes, we will. Dorian Daniel. Scout and phone call for a lot of these guys. Dorian, we'll learn more about them next week. We only have 3 scouting hours left, though. We have recruiting hours still. Hayes Pitts, give him a phone call. That does 50% of the scouting as well, which is good. Party animal, loves campus life. I don't know about that. We'll have to think about you then. And that's it for regional guys who are 4 and 5 stars. We'll wait for the 3 stars. Let's try 4 stars and up as much as we can to start. Any goalies of interest? Sorry, recommended. Thunder Bay, Ontario, 6'2", Nicholas Olson. Just a couple phone calls. Miles Jacobs gets 50% scouted, which is good. Then we'll see who stands out of the goalies. I wouldn't mind getting one goalie. Guys, we won't seem to have much goaltending-wise. Knox Bell. From all these guys from Canada. That's good. Maxwell Moon. Cross country. What do you mean too far? He's too far to be interested? What does that mean, though? It means he's not interested no matter what? Or that's just hurting his interest? Still give him the phone call. Maxwell Moon. Okay. Who else do we want to think about? Left wingers and right wingers, I would think. But we'll come back after the first week. We'll come back. So the lineup is ready. We'll have our first couple games. Our roster is set. Our lines are set. Our strategy is set. Everything is good to go. The polls to start the year. We'll see how things work out. Season preview, rookies to watch, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's start the first week. We could have gone to we'll watch some games later on. UConn here against the AIC Yellow Jackets. Bruised ribs out for 2 weeks is Rodriguez. We go 1-1 in those first 2 games. 4 points from Benjamin Odom. Okay, so looking at lines, Rodriguez is out, no problem. Let's get Hernandez in. Save lines. Good. Okay, so now where do we want to dedicate our time? Here's we have a fresh week of recruiting hours and scouting hours. So my targets, Ezekiel Welch, Michigan. Other teams are already more interested. I don't know if I want to waste our time on Ezekiel Welch if he only has 85 potential. I'd rather look at Noah Guy and Weston Sharp. So Weston Sharp, he had that 89 potential. Actions are 15% less effective because of a prestige gap. Yeah, that makes sense. No problem. Using +4 interest to all actions. Intern prefers text. So I'll give him another text. Love the conversation. Prestige penalty applied. Yes. Money motivated. Greed rating of 92. We'll just leave it at that for Weston Sharp. I'm a bit more interested, I think, probably in Noah Guy. I know a guy. We'll give him the home visit. How are you, buddy? Yeah. Big home visit there, up to 47% interest. If I'm spending hours on a 5-star, I expect at least 90 plus potential TBH. That makes sense, Jacob. I don't want to spend all those hours. 47% interest. We're in the lead. Home visit. That's probably all we're going to do for this one. We're in the lead here at 47%. Yeah, I saw that for Profar. Brooks Stevens. Let's find out more about 91 potential. Brooks Stevens, 6'5" centerman. Yeah, that would be nice. Starts. Yeah, we'll give him the home visit. Hit him with that home visit. It's still Boston College leads, though. So home visit and then a phone call on the way to the airport. And okay, he likes that. He likes the follow-up. Brooks Stevens looking good. I'm going to take off Ezekiel Welch. I don't think we're even going to think about the number 1 ranked guy. Why fight? Nicholas Olson. 88 potential Nicholas Olson. 4-star recruit. That goaltender. Party animal. Goldies, I'm not surprised. But other teams are already way more interested. Other schools have way more interest for him. Because he's from where? He's from Ontario. You know what? I'm going to say let's pass on Nicholas Olson then. Let's dedicate our efforts elsewhere. Daniel Dorian with 89 potential. And a bit, yeah, also a party animal, but might be easier to get him as a local guy. So home visit puts it up to 44%. I like Noah and Brooks a lot here. Brooks Stevens and Noah Guy, agreed. Daniel Dorian, we're at 44% interest. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Miles Jacobs, 82 potential. No, we'll leave him. 88 potential. Nicholas McCullough. McCullough? How to pronounce that? Likes detailed call. Hit him with the phone call. Only goes up to 21% interest. Other teams might have too much of an edge on us. Knox Bell. 93 potential. Knox Bell. That could be a sneaky one to pick up here. Northeastern. He likes the phone call, so hit him with that phone call. Why does it cost 13 scouting hours? Because he's far away? Because he's across the country? Is that why? And then a text as well. Other teams just have more of an edge on us. Maxwell Moon. 80 potential. Pass. That's what I got. Hayes Pitts. 84 potential. Grinder. Anyone even interested? I'll text him. How are you, man? Give him a little text. Hayes Pitts. Okay, so we still have some scouting hours. And we could just pin some guys. Regional 3 stars. There's definitely some secrets out here. Jacob Cole. You never know. So we'll come back on Jacob Cole and Jason Hester. And at right wing, Stevens, Dorian, yeah. I feel like you don't need a huge recruiting class this year with only 3 graduating. Might be better to go big in the portal. I think next year would be good to go crazy in recruiting. Fair enough. Fair enough, Daniel. We'll try and get those 2 or 3 big guys that we want and then use that money in the portal. That wouldn't be a bad strategy. Gavin, good evening, y'all. What is everyone's bold prediction for the deadline? Mine is Jason Robertson to Seattle. Wow. I think Trocheck to Minnesota or Pittsburgh seems like a guarantee. Rob Thomas to Buffalo is heating up. That's going to be exciting. Exciting deadline. We'll be live for a few hours of coverage, probably noon to 4 p.m. Eastern on deadline day. Brooks, can we send him a little... do we text Brooks? Who are we most interested in? It was Brooks and what's his name? My targets. Noah, right? Hit him with the text. Just make sure we have a good edge. It seems distracted. Well, wake up, man. And Brooks also seems distracted, but at least the interest grows. Okay. So let's go watch a game now. Let's watch one of these games in the schedule. So we saw the Yellow Jackets, AIC Yellow Jackets, 5-4 loss and a 3-2 win. Let's go see the RPI Engineers. Let's go see them. Puck drop there, the stats and everything, season stats, tail of the tape, Vegas lines. Let's get started. Here we go at ×8 speed. Let's fly. First period. Here away. UConn starts it off with 2 quick goals there. Back to back. 3-0 UConn now into the third period. 3-0 lead will be maintained. RPI gets 1, but we come away with a 3-1 victory. Big win there. May as well go to the next one. They're so quick, why not? First period coming off of a 3-1 game last night. 2-0 UConn here through the first period. Second, now 4, 5, 6-0. 6-0 UConn. Wow. I know RPI was a lower rated team. That's exactly what the Huskies need for the national prestige. 7-0. Outshooting RPI 35-7. Huge 7-0 victory. That feels good for the morale. 3-1 and 0. 72 with a Hattie. I don't know who 72 is. Can we see numbers from here? I don't think so, huh? How do you see your players' numbers? Team stats? Probably you could see it from here. Henry's probably 72, right? Oh, no, 65. Wait, who else has scored? Henry? No, not Henry. Keller. There he is. Nicholas Keller. 92 shooting. 87 potential. Thinks he's Gavin McKenna. All right. Very good. Recruiting. Actually, we have to advance to next week, I suppose. Okay. Next up is Michigan. That's going to be a tough one. That will be tough. Simulating through. All right. Back to recruiting. So we're going to go heavy on our replacements then, and then we go more of a wide net next year, perhaps. So Weston Sharp. I mean, we're still in it on Weston Sharp. It wouldn't be crazy to go after Weston Sharp. We're still in the Weston Sharp sweepstakes. But Noah Guy, I think, is our number one. So we're going to hit him with another home visit. Up to 66. Love that. And a phone call on the way home. Yeah, Noah Guy is very interested in UConn. He is very interested in UConn. Brooks Stevens, home visit to 66. Phone call on the way home, 74. Brooks Stevens standing out very good. Michigan, then Denver on the schedule. That's going to hurt. If you really need a certain prospect, you can spam text 100% usually within one. No, we're not going to do. We're going to be honest. We won't spam it. But I know if you do it more, it's less effective. Even if no guy with the worst recruit ever, I'd want him for the name alone. Exactly. Okay, so Guy and Stevens, we make it gains on them. Dorian Daniel with his 89 potential. Boston University's pulling away on him. They're both right wingers. Stevens 91 potential, Dorian 89 potential. We can't get both, I don't think. Knox Bell, Nicholas, whatever his name. No, we're going to let him go. Knox Bell and Hayes Pitts are both interesting to us as well, but Ish Knox Bell at 93. That's tough. Who are the goalies that we had? Just Knox Bell? We don't need a goalie, but maybe that's where we go in the transfer portal. I don't know. Who else we have pinned here? Hayes Pitts, 84 potential. Meh, we'll wait. Jacob Cole, 83 potential. We'll pass. Jason Hester. Let's learn about him. 75 potential. No, thank you. Okay. So Weston Sharp. We're still in the Weston Sharp sweepstakes, like we said. We'll hit him with the home visit and see how are you. He's interested. Okay. Okay. These are some really decent options. Yeah, so Sharp, Guy, and Stevens. I wouldn't mind a stronger centerman, like we said. Hayes Pitts isn't that guy, though, I don't think. Who else is out here? BC, Alberta. These guys are far away. Someone a little bit more local, please. From Switzerland? Too far. Chandler, yeah, the Wisconsin already has 79%. New Jersey, Northeastern already has 63%. You got to get those guys quick, eh? This guy's from Quebec City. Jack Haley. Cornell's already close on him, though. These are tough. Gatineau. Carter Underwood from Gatineau. I think I like Guy most, so we have to only get one. Being able to supplement him with another strong prospect would be huge. We need a left wing is what we really need. Centermen aren't great, but we can survive. Left wing is what we need. 4-star is a good number of 4-star guys. Odin Gilliam is far away and 69%. Forget it. Killian Beck, Minnesota, 76%. Again, far away. Asher Meadows is closer by. And you know what? Not as many. Okay, Asher Meadows, let's scout him. Asher Meadows, 77% potential. Wasted time. Joshua Rasmussen, Arizona State. Lachlan Hunt, who's this guy from Colorado? Too far. But I like that height. Let's do it. I like that height. 89 potential for Hunt. Oof. Give him a phone call. He's not that interested. Text. Love the conversation. Hunt would be great, but I doubt we get him. Unless somebody you found a generation with 4 stars. Yes, even 3 stars. Sometimes you find some crazy gems out there. Brian Lewis, 72. Anyone else who isn't that sold on any one school yet? No, Grayson Gonzalez. Give him a phone call. Give Grayson Gonzalez a phone call. And Fletcher will text him. Okay. Moving on now. Looking at these games against Michigan. Here we go. Michigan, then Denver. Whoo, boy. 98 prestige. Hoffman, Mosley, who's guys 94 overall guys everywhere. Let's try our best here. Puck drop against Michigan. If you're behind on a recruit and you want, you could always just throw money at them. Also true. Yeah, also true. They're Dangle King, one of our channel members, chiming in. Thank you kindly. Down 3-1 into the third period. I mean, we're holding our own. Now down 4-1, 5-1, 6-1. Okay. So we were close at a certain point. And then there goes our 3-game win streak as well. Let's try to just not lose as badly. 1-0 Michigan after 20. Second period now, 2-0 half. Hold on, 2-1. We have some life. Back to 3-1 Michigan, though. Third period down by 2. And 3-2, we fight back to lose by 1. Outshot 32-11. Yeah, couldn't take it. At least we got close. 6-1 loss and 3-2 loss. We got closer. Advance a week. National rank is at 21 right now. Sim speed is incredible, I know. Got to give it to the game for that. Rodriguez is back. We're ranked 39 in the nation right now. We got to try and finish top 16 if we can. Won't be easy. Rodriguez comes back in. Okay, back to recruiting. So first, our main guys. Weston Sharp, the 5-star guy. Hold on. Our number 1 is probably Noah Guy. 74%. Do we hit him with another home visit? Actually, let's hit him with a phone call. And then let's seal the deal with the official visit. Noah Guy, are you on board? Boom! Noah Guy! Get in here. Welcome to UConn. 5-star recruit. That's huge for our prestige. These PC management games have really opened my eyes how dog water EA simulation is. I knew it was bad, but man, tell me about it. We know a guy. Yes, we do. 5-star recruit. Welcome. DHOF, get in there. Welcome, Noah Guy, to UConn. Big. So that cost a lot of recruiting hours, but that was worth it because he loves the same for Brooks Stevens. He loves the can we do the same thing? No, not enough recruiting hours, but 82% interest. Boston College. Hit him with the home visit. 94%. Can we do a phone call to seal the deal? Brooks Stevens. A phone call to seal the deal? 99. Okay, well, and then one last text. Please, Brooks, please come our way. Yes, Brooks Stevens. We texted him. It was worth it. Brooks Stevens, 4-star recruit. Welcome to UConn. It took a lot of our recruiting hours. We have nothing left. We have 2 hours left to text. So we'll text Weston Sharp, I suppose, to stay in the mix up at 61%. But that's big. 4- and 5-star recruits have come, and now we can use our last, all 96 of our hours can just be scouting hours. Let's try and find a crazy gem, right? So we're still targeting Weston Sharp. That's fine. Dorian as a right winger. That's fine. But really we need to think about a left winger. Hunt. Yes, we wanted to look at Hunt. So let's get him fully scouted. 89%. Too bad we can't do anything to him, though. Still in the race for Weston. Yes, we are. Grayson Gonzalez. 84 potential. Okay. Nicholas Fletcher. 88 potential. Nicholas Fletcher. Ooh, we want to definitely look at him. Knox Bell. We're not really in the race for him anymore, sadly. And Hayes Pitts. Meh. Not really. Penn State's about to get him. That's fine. Okay. Let's find some 3-star gems. Any 3-star gems out here at center or left wing? Ronald Hyde. 75 potential. Pass. Jacob Cole, we already know, is 83. Jason Hess, we know, is 75. Cole might not be bad as an 83 to just throw in there if we have to, but we can always think about the transfer portal instead. We're going to have a lot of money we haven't spent, which is good. And we're still going after that goalie Centerman. Could there be a 2-star even? No. Okay, so just recommended. 4-star. Like Nash Noble. These guys are getting lots of interest from other teams already. Even the 3-star guys, I bet, have a tons of interest. 2-star? No. So there's not a lot of 3-star guys. Or ones, whatever. Nash Noble. He's far away. We have 26 hours left. I was in the middle of typing Ronald Hyde is going to be an elite. He's going to be elite too, but that's unfortunate. I wish. Jet Clemens. Okay, let's scout him. Jet Clemens. Oh, we don't have enough on him. Jet Clemens will come back to you. All right. Next week here against Denver, another tough week coming up. We are 3-3 at the moment, but 2 big recruits. That's going to help us and our prestige moving into next season. This is not a 1-year thing. Broken finger for Henry. Fantastic. 4-4. We split those games against Denver. Somehow we split those games. Okay, that's good news. There goes our second line center. In comes Dale. Wade moves up. Farrell moves up. Yeah, that's not good for anyone. Lots of alliterative names. Yes, that's true. I noticed that as well. Okay. Leading point scorer is out. Fantastic. Can we see, sorry, roster? No, not roster. Team stats. Henry, 12 points in 8 games, and he's out for 6 weeks. Fantastic. Okay, back to recruiting. My targets. Let's see if we can seal the deal on Weston Sharp here. 75. Can we seal? I don't think we're going to be able to seal it just yet. Hang on a second. Dorian Daniel. There's 89 potential. Right winger. I mean, we have a right winger. We have defense. We should probably put more fight into Hunt right now. Home visit's going to cost a lot. Does he like phone calls? Prefers texts. Hit him with the text. 22%. That's it. No, we're going to see Lackland. Only gets us barely anything. Not even in the mix, really. A home visit doesn't do much. And a text, 35%. Doesn't do much for Lackland. Grayson Gonzalez, we saw 84 potential. So. Fletcher, 88 potential. He likes home visits, family first. All right, hit him with the home visit. And call him on the way home from the airport. We'll be pushing for him if we can. Knox Bell, we still want that goalie. Likes detailed calls. Yeah, I'll give him the phone call. Call him again right after. 36% interest versus Northeastern. All this. I don't think we're going to get Knox Bell. Jet Clemens. 88 potential. Jet Clemens. Ooh. Likes home visits, but we don't have any to give. And Jacob Cole. He was so. Pitts, 84. We have 3 recruiting hours left. Maybe we'll send it. Yeah, we can send a text to Weston Sharp. 67% to stay in the mix on Weston Sharp. It's possible Northeastern stagnates on Knox where they are. It's possible. We'll see. All right, and finally, all positions. Anyone who's 3 stars. No, national board. There you go. Was I looking at it wrong before? There must be players who are 2 stars. Okay, there are a bunch of 2. Okay, I was looking at it wrong before. Ace Irwin. Okay, let's see Ace Irwin. Ace Irwin, 67 potential. Okay, let's go to 3-star. Aaron Melton from Sherbrooke. 71 potential. Okay. Bryce Warren. He's 20. Bryce Warren will come back to you. All right, let's advance another week. Here against Alaska, 81 versus their 76 overall team. We're 4-4. I'd love to get 2 big wins here on this weekend. And we go 1-1 again, splitting them once more. Still 27th in the national ranking. 5-5 record. All right. recruiting. Let's try and close Weston Sharp here. Quinnipiac's making a push. Yeah, let's finish it off here. Prefers the texts. I got to go to your house though, buddy. I'm sorry. 81. Okay, good. Give him that text up to 87. Do we hit him with the official visit? I think we can. Next week we're going to get him. Let's try next week on Weston Sharp. Dorian Daniel. 98% Boston University. We're at 44. I don't think we're going to get Dorian Daniel. Hunt, we're still going to push on Hunt. 97% on Northern Michigan, though. Do we use 28 hours and close Sharp right now? Fletcher, where's Knox? Knox Bell. Do we hit him with the home visit as well? Knox is still on the board. Flame says official visit. Official visit. All right, let's close Weston Sharp then. 28 hours, but we close him. Weston Sharp, he got onto campus and he says, I want to be here. Weston Sharp, another 5-star recruit coming to UConn. It took a lot of hours, but we've gotten 2 5-stars and 1 4-star recruit. All right. Knox Bell, 36%. I don't think we're going to get Knox Bell. We're going to try and go for a goalie through the transfer portal, probably. Let's go for a guy like Hunt. 35%. Daniel's at 44%, but Boston University is right there. Home visit gets us to 56. And Hunt phone call gets us to 40. All right. That's a Sharp recruit. Yes, it is. Scouting hours. Same thing now. National board. See these 3-star guys. No, too far away. Jerry Salas. Jerry. 74 potential. No. Cross country, too far. This guy's from Russia. Why not? They're not thinking about him. Maybe 74. Bum. All these defensemen, though. We don't really need defensemen. Michael Cardenas. He has 85 potential, Michael Cardenas. That could be interesting. That could be a nice little gem at 138 from Anchorage, Alaska. Michael Cardenas. Let's think about that next week. All right. Advancing one more week, playing against UMass now. 5-5. Can we just get a 2-victory weekend? That would be fantastic. 5-5. We are 7-5. 2 huge victories against a better team. We are up to 19th rank in the nation. That is huge. Some Russian recruits at time. UConn has a history of doing that? Good to know. All right, looking at our targets. Daniel, Dorian. Is Knox gone now? Yeah, Knox is gone. A lot of these guys are gone. Okay, Daniel, Dorian. Yale is close to getting him done. We could probably spam it to get him. Not spam it. We could work hard to get him in. We'd still need a left winger. Grayson Gonzalez, 84 potential. Nicholas Fletcher with the 88 potential. Nicholas Fletcher might be our guy. Or it's Michael Cardenas, who might be a little bit easier to get. Hold on, let's start taking guys off. Grayson Gonzalez, 84 potential. Probably not. Let's take him off. Fletcher's a maybe. Clemens is a maybe at this 88 potential. Could you check the rankings? Curious to see if any teams have commits yet. How do you check the rankings of what? Something down here? Cardenas could be good. 17 with 88 potential. Sorry, Cardenas is here. 18 with 85 potential. Brian Warren, 72 potential. Goodbye. And Jacob Cole, 83 potential. Meh. On the right side of the recruitment class, it shows the entire nation's recruiting class. Oh, rankings like this? Got it. So recruiting class ranking, we have 3 players at an average of 4.67 stars. Michigan, but you guys have like 4, 6, 10 prospects. Eesh, we have just 3, but 3 big ones. We're 5th in the recruiting class rankings, the GM data effect. Do we push on Daniel Dorian? Do we push on Daniel Dorian? What do you think here, ladies and gentlemen? We don't need a right winger. We could play our right wing on the left wing, maybe. -1, +2 were filled. We could use one more. Maybe. Perks of GMing Michigan, yeah. But centerman, we haven't gotten any centerman here. And that's where Jet Clemens might be interesting. Okay, let's see what we can do here on Daniel Dorian then. Home visit gets it to 68. Phone call on the way home gets it to 74. And he's going to be patient, huh? Interest grows more slowly. But one more phone call might get to the official visit. If Dorian's here next week, I'm going to take it as a sign and we're going to take him next week. If he lasts one more week, we'll take him. Nicholas Fletcher. Family first, loves the home visits. We'll hit him with another one. Good. +13 at 44%. And as the possibility of one and done guys still an issue with high-end recruits? I think so. But you get a plus. Your prestige goes up if that happens, which is like a trade-off. Jet Clemens, give him the home visit up to 29% interest. Phone call on the way back, 36. That's the GM Data Classic home visit and the phone call. Cardenas likes the detailed calls. Yeah, give him another phone call. 5% interest. That's it, eh? Yeah, we don't know much. He doesn't know much about us. We don't know much about him. Scouting hours are all still there, but okay, back to the national board. All positions, all 4-star guys. Declan Walls far away. Eli Nguyen, sure. 83 potential, no. Fisher McLeod far away, far away. Micah Sanders says he's far away. Cardenas you could probably get as a walk-on in the offseason. Okay. If need be, it's good to know. Donald Zimmerman, too far away. Is he that far away? 10 hours, we could survive. 94 potential Donald Zimmerman, but 98% to Quinnipiac. That's not going to happen. We find him way too late. That's a crazy gem. Christopher Santana. I have no more hours. Who is that? Donald Zimmerman. Give him a text. Hey, buddy, how are you? All right. Let's advance a week now. We are 7-5 with 2 games here coming up against Merrimack. Not that guy, but it's Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac. That's what it is? Okay. 8-6. We win 1 game each. One of those. We split those games on the weekend. Okay. Still 19th ranked in the nation. Boston University up next. Fantastic. Quinnipiac. Thank you. I wouldn't have known. Dorian is still there. All right. Let's finish off Dorian. Let's finish off. It was meant to be. Phone call, official visit. Daniel Dorian, get in here. Welcome to UConn. That's big. All right, so in the rankings, we're at number 5 there. 4 recruits with an average star of 4.5. We need more recruits in general, though, right? It's just that left wing we still really need. Look at this class, though. 2 5-stars and 2 4-stars. That's awesome. 2 lefties and 2 right wings, but we'll put them where we have to. Dorian, you are a Husky. All right. What's his name? The goalie. Is he gone? Oh, that's probably why he's gone. Nicholas Fletcher. He's 88 as a left wing. Cardenas 85 as a left wing. And Cole 83. So let's start with Fletcher. Likes the home visits. Yeah, up to 57. That was a big one. Big home visit there. Big home visit. Is he money hungry? Does he want money? Money motivated. Greed rating 88. If we sent him like 10K, would that do much? 80-84 defense on that Fletcher kid isn't too bad. Yeah, good point there. Up to 64. Call him again. How are you? We're at 69% interest right there in the top 5. We're right there on Fletcher. Fletcher would be the last one that I would really want to do. Check the NIL guide. Is there a guide? I don't see a guide. Oh, budget here. Okay, so 45K. So probably 50K is what we're talking about here. 50K. But do we want to use all that money? When do we want to be more competitive in the transfer portal? What else? Want to scout anybody else here? National board, who's still left out here, right? All these guys who are far away. Alberta, Connecticut, Russia, Alberta. Case Warner. 77 potential. Gerald Savage. Gerald, 77 potential. Michael Cardenas, we already know. Emmett Suarez. 73. Jude Doyle. No, right now we're out of hours. Don't take it too literally. I've gained interest on 5 stars by gaining 25K, even though it says it's low. Got it. All right, good to know. Thank you. All right, big games here against Boston University. Here we are. We are 8-6, facing off against some big names here at BU. 8-6. What? We win both games? And national rank number 3? You what? What just happened as we defeat Boston University 3-2 in overtime and 5-2? Cole Hudson and the gang get taken down by GM Data and Company. What? That is crazy. That is crazy. We are ranked number 3 in the nation. How? Team stats, even with all the struggles with the injuries. Media Center, where are we? Season preview, that's preview. Polls, we're number 3 right now in the polls, ahead of some crazy teams like Minnesota, Boston College, Michigan State, Michigan. Oh my goodness. On the road too. That's wild. All right. So let's take advantage of that. Let's try to be competitive here in year 1. That's why we're going to get to these guys. That's why these guys are committing to the GM data factor is real. Who's left here in our targets? Nicholas Fletcher still out here. Fletcher, he still hasn't made his call yet. He loves those home visits. We'll give him another one then, up to 82%. It's going to cost us 36 hours, but we need this left winger. Nicholas Fletcher. Ooh, 98. Text message on the way home from the airport. Get in here, Nicky. Nicholas Fletcher, 4-star recruit from Buffalo, New York. Welcome to UConn. Slide prestige chain when you beat big teams like that. Yeah, it does make a difference. Just I don't think you see it to the start of next year. I would like to see it automatic. Nicholas Fletcher, welcome aboard. That's huge. We're still ranked 5 there in our 5 commits. I don't know how these teams have so many commits. But Nicholas Fletcher is on board. Down to 6 hours left, but that was necessary. That was necessary. So Santana, are you still interested in Santana? 86 potential. We might be, eh? Jet Clemens, 88. Michael Cardenas. We don't really need him necessarily anymore. Same for Jacob Cole. We have 6 recruiting hours left. Let's use it on Jet Clemens. But he's close to going to North Dakota. I don't think it's going to be worth it. Jet Clemens, I don't think we're going to be able to get him, sadly. Santana at 92. Cardenas, 64K. Let's give a phone call to Michael Cardenas, up to 11%. Wonderful. I'm sat in the 90s, or am I seeing things? Jet Clemens. Shooting 86 to 90 on Jet Clemens. My goodness. Yeah, I would love Jet Clemens. We don't have the ability, really. National. Any 5 stars left in the nation? Yeah, Jude Crawford, the number 2 recruit, is still out here. That's crazy. So we're not going to get the number 2 guy, the number 3 guy, number 10. I don't think we're going to get these top 5-star guys. Zane Castro, top goalie, still out there. No, let's start looking at the 4 stars who are still out here, though. Any 4-star who's still out here, I think, is worth scouting. 87 potential for Teemu Lundgren. Isaac Kraft, 88 potential. Bennett, Roach, we don't know much about. Just to get them scouted, we have the hours, so let's use them. And Joseph Little. Okay. I don't think Cardenas wants to go to UConn. Probably not. All right, so we're the third ranked team in the nation. Let's see what we can do here against Providence, the Providence Friars. We are 10-6. Can we keep it up this weekend? And yes, we can. 12-6, still number 3 in the nation. This is crazy here for UConn. Number 3 in the nation. Back to recruiting here. Okay, so who's left here? The targets. So Cardenas probably doesn't want to come to UConn. 11% interest. Far away in Anchorage, Alaska. I think we're gonna let Cardenas go, I think. Let's think about Jet Clemens. I would love Jet Clemens. It's just probably not possible. But that doesn't mean we're not going to try. Home visit to 49. Phone call to 56. Call him again, please, to 61. And one more text. How was your weekend? 66. It's not done on Jet Clemens yet. We're not done on Jet Clemens. We're not done on Jet Clemens. We could still do it. We could use another left winger, possibly. Jacob Cole getting thrown in the system wouldn't hurt. But I might want to scout some of these other guys who were interested. If you look at left wings on the national board, Grayson Gonzalez with 84 potential. We saw him already. Timothy Love, who's this from La Belle Province? 89 potential. Timothy Love. Hey, but 99% to North Dakota. Why did I waste my time? 3 stars. Cardenas is just too far away. It's not going to work out. Case Johnson, too far away. Sutton McClure from Naperville, Illinois. I know where that is. 80 potential for Sutton McClure. Christian Walters, too far away. Jabe Colino. Hunter Haney, local guy. 76 potential. Holden Orr in Quebec. We can't do enough on him. And recruiting hours. All positions. Who's left here? Santana and Clemens. Timothy Love from Quebec. Yeah, Timothy Lamour. Another home visit then. We'll use the hours on him. 76%. All right. Another home. I know I don't want to spam things, but we have hours to use. Christopher Santana, 7% interest, not going to happen. Jacob Cole, you know what? Hit him with a home visit up to 41 and a phone call. He might be a guy to throw in our system. Why is there so many games for hockey? Because people love hockey, popular sport. Why are there so many war games? Clemens next week. We're going to be hoping here against UMass Lowell. Hey, our 90 overall defenseman's out for 3 weeks. But Jace Henry is back. 13-7. The wins continue to be racked up. So Henry back in. But our top defenseman out. Copeland will go there. 82, 85. Okay, that works. That probably makes more sense, I guess. All right, so that is brutal, but we will do our best. And now to recruiting. Here we go. My targets. Clemens, let's seal the deal. 90% Penn State. Let's seal the deal. Phone call. Do we hit him with the official visit for 40 hours? I want Jet Clemens. Get in here, Jet. Ooh, 99%. Text him on the way home and get in here. Jet Clemens, welcome to UConn. Welcome to UConn. Let's go. We're still 5th in the rankings. That's ridiculous. I don't know how these guys have 10 recruits. But there you go. All right, I think we're done for the recruiting now. A bunch of 4 stars and a couple of 5 stars. I can't wait for next year. I got Pro and Hockey Legacy Manager 26. Now I have the official teams. Nice. Good for you, Ben 10. Big pickup there. Do we want one more left wing? I wouldn't mind one more left wing. Or do we wait to use all our money on a left winger and or a goalie? Maybe I want to use all that money on a goalie. Like 150K, we get the best goalie out there. I might say we're done on recruiting. Even though we could continue to recruit, I might say we're done. I don't think we need to do anything else. Am I wrong to say that? Still a ton of prospects in the universe, right? Do we need to save some space and money for the transfer portal? Yeah. How do you know the space that you have? Active roster 26. How many can you have, right? I don't even know. Can't get complacent. No, I don't want to get complacent. I don't want to make a mistake on the game that I don't know, that we're like, oh, now your roster is full and you can't get the goal that you were looking for in the transfer portal. I don't want to get bitten later on by that. Has scoring leader chance in the future. At 90 shooting gives me all kinds of hope. Let's cross our fingers for that. Yes. For the UConn program here. Breast info beside active roster. That's exactly what I should do. Thank you. Teams must carry exactly 26 players during the offseason. You can see this limit via recruiting transfers. We must cut down before advancing. I mean, we could cut some players. Yeah, that's true. Hockey Legacy Manager 26 might be game of the year. Good to hear. Okay. So we need to cut players if we take too many. Okay, so you know what? We could recruit a bit more then. So we could recruit a bit more. Yeah, we don't want to get complacent, but it's also a bit late to start on some of these guys. It's going to be hard to come from behind. Jacob Cole might be the guy that we could get the most easily. 11 on him. Recruiting hours are gone now. Okay, so Jacob Cole, a little bit of love for him. And we can keep scouting Santana. We already know about Santana, but Timothy Love from Quebec. National board. Any 5-stars still out here? Still Elijah Trujillo. Man, hard decision for him. A lot of guys are interested. Unless they have changed it, you can only cut players you aren't signing as a fresh recruit. So you might want to end up cut starting players. Yeah, but a lot of our starting players are nothing too crazy. But yeah, I get what you're saying, and that's good to keep in mind. Thank you. Timu Lundgren, Denver's about to get him. Isaac Kraft, Western Michigan's going to get him. Bennett Roach, Michigan State's going to get him, or another one of those teams. Joseph Little, Penn State's going to get him. I don't think we can get anybody anymore at this point. Joseph and Jeffrey Little, but from different. Yeah, Silas O'Connor. It's not complacency now. It's just we can't catch up with these 96% interest teams. Let's go for some of these 3-stars. Someone's not too far away. Sherbrooke, Aaron Melton. Oh, we already scouted him. My bad. Brian Alexander, too far away. In St. Louis, he's too far away. Okay. Syracuse, New York. Terry Blankenship. Sure. Terry, 81 potential. Providence really wants him. Zachary Knox. He has 80 potential. Parker Carlson. We'll learn about him. And that's that. All right. We're traveling by horse. That's what it feels like. Big weekend here against Boston College. We are 13-7. Huge week against them. We've been playing above our heads. Can we continue to keep this pace up? 13-7 is the record. 14-8. We split those games 1-1. All right. We are the third ranked team, 14-8, as we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs here. Schedule. How many games are left here? Yeah, we're into January now. Okay. Recruiting, targets. Christopher Santana is still out here. I mean, we already got a centerman. We don't want to go too crazy with anything like we said. Jacob Cole, home visit. Providence wants him. Phone call. Do we go ahead and get Jacob Cole, a 3-star recruit with 83 potential, or do we not care that much? Husky and Husky violence coming up on that schedule. Oh, I didn't notice that. 3-1 against BU and BC is tidy work. Yes, sir. And Parker Carlson has 74 potential. Forget it. Do we want Jacob Cole? Should we see if we can steal Cole Hudson in the portal? Yeah, if he's there, sure. Absolutely, we would try that if possible. I don't know if he's going to his NHL team or what. Isaac Kraft had already scouted him. I don't think we're going to be able to get anybody else at this point. Feels like recruiting is probably good. Going to have to cut a lot of guys and still want portal guys. You know what? Let's get Cole, and then let's say that's the end. Okay? Official visit. Jacob Cole, welcome, a Connecticut boy, 3-star recruit. Welcome aboard. Let's call it there. All right? 7 recruits. That's enough. Let's call it there. We're done recruiting. Jacob Cole. Yes. 14-8. Here we go against the Northeastern Huskies. 14-8. Cross your fingers. Oh, it's in January. This is Christmas break. The first class would be a good baseline to see how the roster fills out. Yeah, let's not go too crazy in the first class. Odom is back. Christmas break was great for Odom. Who comes out? Is it McKnight? Who's an 80? No. Copeland? Who's a 79? Yeah, that's what it is. Odom here. There he goes. Blah, blah, blah. 85. Is this what it was? Is this what we had? I think that's what we had, right? Yeah. Good. So if we can get them to commit, we don't need to offer them money and can save that for the portal. Exactly. That's my understanding, Hobbsy. I mean, let's go just auto set the lines here. Make sure for the special teams and everything. Then allow me to do a couple other changes. Sanchez. No, Pollard comes in here. There you go. The game doesn't understand that. Then here, Henry. No, it was like this, right? That's what it was. Okay. New MCL for Christmas. That's what we like to see. Okay. Save lines. We're back to full health here against the Northeastern Huskies. UConn versus Northeastern. Husky versus Husky. Here we go. And then, oh my goodness. Who's this? Weeks. We lose both games, drop to rank 7, and have an injury to our top line left winger. Wonderful. The pain continues. Yes, the chemistry shows how it affects the overalls. No need to guess for anything. 14-10 is our record. Odom with 31 points. Hampton with a 917 save percentage. And now Sanchez out for a week. We win both games, though. 16-10 is our record. Now rank 5 in the nation. Sanchez out. McKnight in. No, let's keep it like that. 16-10 is our record. We need this game in HLM to have a baby. 16 and back to full health. 17-11, we win a couple games there. Number 4 in the nation. What a rise this has been under Chancellor Data, Dean Data, whatever you want to call him. Auto set the lines like that. And what do we do? Is it this? No. Is it this? That's what it was. What a first year this has been. They swap. No, who was here to get the 85? Who was here to make it an 85? Was Pollard in there? Yeah, Pollard was there. That's what it was. Okay. Like Hampton's been good, but how much is this sustainable? I don't know. Standings on team stats. Odom with 10 goals and 37 points in 26 games. That's crazy. Benjamin Odom from Saskatoon. Samson, 30 points in 28 games. 15 and 16 from Henry. But yeah, I like what we're seeing. 17-11. Here we go against the Maine Black Bears. 17-11. More injuries. Great. 18-12. We win a couple of games there. 1-1. Or we win 1 of 2. We're the number 2 ranked team into the last couple of games. Yes, the last 2 games. We're ready for the playoffs, but we're going to be injured. Of course we will. Okay, auto set the lines for 1 week. Fixed lines. I said auto. Oh, sorry. Auto and save. All right, here we go. Last couple games. Does he lead the NCAA D-man in scoring? We'll check at the end here. Odom MVP. This is crazy stuff. Back to full health, and we're ready for the playoffs. 19, 12, and 1 is our record in the end. The number 2 ranked team in the nation. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. This is exciting stuff. This is exciting stuff. Like that. Like that. That's what I have. Yes, exactly. Save. So let's see. League stats. Looking at all teams, all skaters. Can we see all? No, we can't see all defensemen, though, huh? Well, most points is this guy McCoy, who's Julian McCoy. 99 shooting, scores 61 points in 32 games. Seems weird to be number 2 with an 18 and 12 record. Let's look at this. Let's look at the standings. Who's this guy? Jackson West. 99 passing. 53 points for him. James Hagens, there he is. Can we see amongst defensemen? Odom leads the NCAA in defensemen. Look at that. Benjamin Odom. Love to see that. Goalies, how about the goalies here? Most wins, Rogers, 23 wins. Best save percentage? No, let's see. Most wins. So best goalie looks like it's Rogers there. Bowling Green, 82 overall. Jack Rogers. That Sutton kid at Quinn must be crazy. Sutton? This guy. Lawrence Sutton, 96 shooting, 99 physical, 95 fitness. Freshman with 46 points in 32 games. All right, so there are the numbers to see there. The budget's going to be great for next season. League stats. Sorry, where can we see the whole teams? Standings. So goals for, we weren't anywhere that high. So we're 16th ranked, right? According to our record. No, we're 15th with our 19, 12, and 1 record. There are better teams than us. However, we're ranked number 2 for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure why, but we are ranked number 2. Okay, let's start the conference tournament. Is that what they call it here? Okay, this is our little, no. Where are we? Hockey East quarterfinals, where the Huskies lost. Not last year, but the 2 years before that. Final, quarterfinal, final. I think that's what it was the last 4 years, right? Is it conference? I don't know what it is. Can we see the entire playoff tree here? Playoffs. So we're not in, this is not the tournament. This is not the national championship yet. I must be missing, check in-season tournaments. I must be missing something. Tournament schedule. In-season tournaments. Yeah, which one are we in? It's February 5th. Wouldn't they all be done by now? Right? I don't know. I'm in progress, it says, for these. Hockey East. Wait, this is us, right? Okay, so Hockey East conference tournament. We're the 3 seed versus the 6 seed. The conference championship you're in currently. Got it. Okay. And then the winner of that goes to the national championship. Is that what it is? Am I understanding it correctly now? I don't know. I'm trying. Let's go to our schedule. And let's see this first game here. Puck drop. Huskies versus Huskies. Let's do it. Northeastern up 1-0 early in the first. Second period. Might be wrong, but I think college mostly... Hold on, let me pause this here. 2-1 Northeastern. I think college mostly play within their division and rarely play outside teams. Our division might be much stronger, so we're ranked higher. That might be it there for Cheating Heel. Winner of this gets either in the first week Or a bye in the first week Got it. If you win conference tournament, you got auto bid to the... Okay. I'm trying to understand. Thank you. All right, we're down 2-1 here against Northeastern. Third period down 3-1. Eesh. 3-2, we fight back, but then the floodgates open, and we lose 5-3. All right, so now is it aggregate? Game 1 and Game 2? So we lose 5-3. We beat Michigan twice early in the season. That's what catapulted us, I suppose. Weak, Samson, Bright, Odom. Odom's at an 88. Hold on a second. Can I not go back from here? Something must be wrong. That's all right, Jacob. How come Odom's an 88, not a 90? Okay, anyways, puck drop. I can't do anything with the lines now. So let's do it. We lost 5-3 in the last game. I don't know if it's aggregate or what. Second period still 0-0. Who's going to open up the scoring? Who's opening up the scoring? Third period, 1-0 Northeastern. Chem doesn't show in starting lineups. Okay, that's why. 1-0 Northeastern early in the third period. Oh my goodness, no one wants to answer. And we lose 1-0. Is that it? Is the season over with that? Oh my goodness, we lose 2 games against a lower seed team. Is that the season? If I'm understanding it correctly. What a choke. Another big choke, just like last night's simulation. And that's it. Good night. You can still get in the playoffs. Just got to hope you are a top 16 team. Well, we're ranked 7 in the nation right now. Add some play-by-play stats in the empty space outside the play-by. Yes, I agree. That would be a great addition there, Jacob. That might not be lights out. Okay. We still have some hope then. We still have some hope. Benjamin Odom, what a monster. Start playoffs. Are we in it? Let's see. And we are. Okay. UConn versus Boston University here in the round of 16. Okay, we're into the postseason as the 7th ranked team. Okay, all right. Here we are. Now, can we make it to the regional final, Final Four, all that? There's still more to be said. We made it to the playoffs, just like last year. And what happened last year? Did UConn lose? Where did UConn lose? Was it the national championship final? No, it was the regional final. They've lost in overtime against Penn State somewhere. 2-0 in regular season. Yes, we beat Boston University well this season, but anything can happen in the playoffs, as we just saw in the last simulation. Regional final. Got it. All right, here we go. ×8 speed, home ice advantage against Boston University. A very good team that doesn't have as high of a ranking. They're up 1-0 here in the second period. 2-0 BU. And we are going to choke it. Hold on. 2-1 game as Henry. Wait, hold on. 2-2 now. Wait, pause. Yes, Henry scores twice in the third period. We have hope as we're down 2-0, but 2 third period goals have given us life. Into the final 6 minutes now. 4 minutes go. Will we see over? No, BU scores late. And UConn chokes it. And Boston University wins 3-2. Oh, it's Keller? My bad. Not Henry. It's Keller. Yes, it was Keller who scored twice in the third period. But Cole Iserman wins it from Lawrence. Great first year. We make it to the playoffs. Top 16 team. But we choke it. All right, let's see how these recruits do. And the transfer portal as well. Oh, yeah, flame out. But we're going to be a stronger team next year. I'm excited for what we can do in year number 2. Very good first year. Let's get ready for year 2. Year 2 should be faster. We're an hour and a half into the stream, but that's with putting all the states and trying to learn things on the fly a little bit. North Dakota wins the championship. Wow, the 31-8 North Dakota Fighting Hawks. Congratulations to them. Great first year, probably better than we should have been. Yep. But now we move to the offseason. McCoy, Rogers, blah, blah, blah. Coach of the year. That's the national awards. All-American teams. UConn. Benjamin Odom is an All-American. Awesome. Benjamin Odom is an All-American. Big Ten. Hockey East. That's us, right? Or no, that's not. No, Hockey East. This is us. Benjamin Odom on the All Hockey East first team. Very good. There you go, Odom. All right, time to enter the offseason now. What year is Odom? I believe he's a senior. Sorry, not senior. He will be a senior now. I believe he was a sophomore. No. How's it go? Junior. Junior is the third one. I think he's moving into a senior year now. I believe he was a junior. Could it be? Let's see. Off-season time. Off-season hubs. All right. So, Weeks, Reyes, and Rodriguez are all graduating. We'll survive without them. Alan Copeland, 80 overall, is going to the portal. I will not bother trying to persuade him. He was a junior? Okay, so he's still good to go then. Some good development here. New overall. Let's see this. Wade up to an 83. Pollard up to an 85. Conrad, 86. Franklin, 84. 88, Landon Bright. That's great. Hampton's up to an 86 now. Sanchez. Okay, good growth over the offseason here. Sampson, 85. Odom still an 88. Yes, so he was a junior. Now he is a senior. Is that what it was? My bad. Open to the port, no problem. New commits arriving, some big ones. Our staff goes up, +2, +3, blah, blah, blah. Good. And now, I don't want to edit the conferences. Portal. And there's even the walk-ons. Guys who didn't get taken. Frank Vaughn we had scouted, hadn't we? No, we hadn't. So hold on, before we do the walk-ons. In the portal, who's out here? Douglas Powell, Jacob Cox, Harold Camacho. Any harm in trying to keep Copeland? If it doesn't matter, no sweat. Where was it? Offseason overview. What's his position? I don't even know. Copeland, was he a defenseman? Is that the same Cardenas in the walk-ons that you were looking at in the recruitment screen? Hold on. Cardenas? Where is he? Yes, that is Michael Cardenas. There he is. We were trying to get him. So you know what? Let's try and get Michael Cardenas then. That's the guy we were looking for. Good call. And boom, signed. Just like that. Easy as that. Copeland was a D-man. You have 2 studs coming in to take his place. True. I think we're going to be okay. Now, we have a lot of money to dish out if we want to. Do we go after a goalie like Douglas Powell, an 87 overall, 65 overall, all that? Do we go after a guy like that? Let's see, projected lineup. Auto set. This it. So Bright, Franklin, Dominguez. This is our lineup? No, this is without our guys who are coming in, though. Where's like Noah Guy and all these guys, right? We have a lot of money to spend. Let's go after someone. Maybe a right side D. I think we have a couple of left side Ds coming in. Could it be? Conrad and Pollard are there. Oh, here's Guy. He's an 80 overall. Yeah, he'll be playing. So Guy would be in. I didn't realize that. My bad. I would want Sharp and Guy both playing. So Sharp and Guy would both be playing. Fletcher, I'd want him playing. If possible. Stevens. Yeah, Sharp and Guy in the bottom pair. Sanchez, Pollard. We all have 83 and up there. I mean, do we get a top senior for the top 6 or something? The recruits are scratched. I didn't notice that. Clemens on that 4th line is a sleeper scoring guy. Yeah, Clemens has that shooting. 2-way sniper playmaker. the +1. Dominguez, Wade, O'Brien out. Daniel, no, we could use, I don't know, we could use some sort of middle 6 guy or something. Like a middle 6 winger wouldn't be bad. Or a centerman. Clemens over Farrell. Yeah. Clemens and Daniel were recruited. Yes. I mean, do they play right away? Trying to do the right thing. Cardenas and Cole are brand new as well. All these freshmen here. Maybe Dominguez would come out. And we find some better. How much did the goalie develop? He's at an 86 right now. We need a first line sniper for the like. What if Watts goes down here? Keller goes down here, whatever that might be, something like that. And then first line sniper, playmaker, power forward, and first line sniper on the left wing. So who's in the portal here? There's not much. Joe Gibbs is a right wing sniper. Right wing sniper Joe Gibbs. Played only 3 games this season? That's crazy. Sorting by overall, huh? Yeah. Right wing sniper is about the best we could get. Joe Gibbs. And he's a freshman. 85 with 86 potential. Do we go after the goalie? Okay, so Joe Gibbs, I'll say we go after him. Yeah, we could give him first line minutes, or at least we'll say top 6. I don't want. Okay, fine. First line, sure. Asking for 41K. I will give you 45,000. Submit offer and think about it. All right, so 45K to Joe Gibbs. And we could go after a goalie as well. Maybe just to create some competition, because our backup's like an 82. That, you know, if there's an injury or something, everyone wants ice time. I understand. Douglas Butler, 5-3, 891 save percentage. Douglas Powell had 1 appearance. Come on. Harold Camacho, 2 appearances, 966 save percentage, 84 potential. Hold on. So 87, 87, looking at overall in potential. 87, 84, 86, 87, 85, 83. Drops off after that. 81, 85. Okay. So Douglas Powell or probably Harold Camacho makes the most sense. But is he playing above his overall? He's going to drop off. Your 4 players over the limit. No problem. Let's encourage some guys to leave. Projected lineup. Our goalies look like this right now. Goalie room. Well, let's ask some guys to leave, basically. Hold on a second. Sorting by overall. So Cole is new. Lucas Dite, a senior who's a 73. Yeah, we're going to cut him. Right? Lucas Dale. Sadly, we're going to cut him. If Butler is motivated by money, maybe he's the guy. We can give him money and not have to guarantee the starter job. Good point as well. I thought about that. Yeah, Lucas Dale we cut. Who else? Cardenas we just brought in. Albert Hernandez, 75, 78. 75 potential goalies, a good cut? Yeah. Matthew Bright. He's a freshman, but getting a better goalie. 75 with no potential to grow. Yeah. Right? No, I didn't get him yet. Yeah, Matthew Bright. 2 more. Let's see. Hernandez, 75 with only 78 potential. Albert Hernandez, I think, would be an easy cut as well. Sorry, Albie. And finally, one more cut. Gregory Perez. 75 with 79 potential. Sadly, 4 games, 2 points. He was okay. Dominguez played a little bit. 30. He played 35 games, Ronald Dominguez. Probably one of those defensemen have to be cut. We'll need one more cut if Gibbs signs, 2 if the goalie signs. True. We have 2 defensemen on the bench. We just signed a forward. Maybe there was no room for Cardenas then. As much as Cardenas would be a great pickup, maybe there's no room for him then. What about Perez? Gregory Perez. Yeah, 75, 79. All right, Gregory Perez we cut. With 79 potential. Auto set. So 2 defensemen extra, 2 forwards extra, and then a couple of young guys. Can you redshirt guys in this game? I don't think you can. Cardenas might have to go. Or we cut Cole. Do we prefer to keep Cole? Actually, we can't cut Cole. We just got him. He's a recruit. Cole only has 83 potential versus Cardenas has 85. Dominguez, 77, 79. Yeah, we're going to cut Dominguez to give room for the forward to come in. But then if we want to get that goalie, Douglas Butler, motivated by money. If we offer him backup, would he be as interested? Versus Douglas Powell. He wants to be the starter. He probably would be. So we have the money for whoever we want. Douglas Powell, 1 game, 816 save percentage. Harold Camacho, 2 games, 966 save percentage. He might be the guy, actually. Both sophomores. Or do we go for Nathan Good, who's motivated by money, something like that? No, I think Camacho. Overpay him more than you did? Sure. We have the money. I'm going to go Camacho. Here's $60K for Camacho. I'm going to be the starter. We'll see what happens. Leaves us with $50K. All right, let's advance a week. And it doesn't notify you, eh? Okay, so it looks like we got both of them. Joe Gibbs is on board. And Harold Camacho on board. So it doesn't tell you anything. Yeah, 84 potential. Buddy's an 87. And you know what? If he regresses or something, our other goalie's okay. I want to have a better option than if we get an injury or something where it's 87. Sorry, where it's 86, 82. Now it's 87, 86. Worst case, 86, 84, but better than 86, 82. So that's fine by me. We have to cut one more guy. Cardenas or Langley, probably, right? Looking at the roster. 73, 85. Langley, 77, 79. All right, Langley, you're out. Sadly. George Langley. He's our best scratch, I know, 77. We have Guy. Well, Guy's going to be playing. McKnight's going to be the scratch. It's going to be like this, probably. Something like this. McKnight will be the best scratch there. I want to keep Cardenas. So Langley's out, unfortunately. Okay, that'll be the move. George Langley. All right, so we're set and ready for the season. Walk-ons, whatever, roster, lineup, staff. Do we want to do something about our staff? I mean, offense and defense isn't that high. Tactics are high. That's nice. But I think we can get a better head coach than this. 44, 41, 77. There's better coaches out there, right? We have $477K in the budget. We get David Butler, who's a 93 offense. 93, 84, development, tactics. Let's go after David Butler, maybe. He's a 31-year-old. Boom, David Butler. Welcome to the staff. That's crazy. Welcome to the staff. Yeah, you can't say no to a coach like that. Big move for GM Data, bringing in a new big head coach as UConn gets even better. David Butler, new head coach. Isaiah Wallace. All the rest of the guys can stay. And facilities, our current budget of $5.2 million. Let's see. What do we want to improve? Plus 8% momentum. That might be the biggest offseason move, yeah. What do we want to do here? Plus 3,000 seats. That'll get us more money and all that. Actually, we don't have 10 million, so never mind. Locker room, we could. New bonus, plus 25% interest. Rivals NHL facilities, a major recruiting tool. Okay. 1.6 times appeal. 1.5 goes to 1.6. Pool tables, smoothie bar, 85-inch TVs. Wee, okay. Only 800K. We have the money for that. Butler going to take the team to Natty. Let's do it. Sports medicine for the injury risk. Yeah, that might be not. That probably makes the most sense. 2.5 million. Let's upgrade medical. 2.5 million. That leaves us with 2.7 million. Plus 10% momentum. Yeah, boost spirit. We can do that. Leaves us with 2.4 million still. We could even do it again if we had to. Video theater. Mental XP. Strength and conditioning center, anti-gravity treadmills. Whoa. Nutrition. No, I'd say if we do anything else, it's the appeal from 1.5 to 1.6. Sure, 800K. So leaves us with 1.6 million. Let's leave it at that. Let's not spend every budget. And you know what? We can also buy one of these things here. Drastically reduces injury duration, 1.2 million. Academic support center. Massive recovery boost after games, hydrotherapy tubs. If you want to buy it, let's save some of these things for the future, right? This is just the end of year one. We made some upgrades. Let's keep some money in the bank. Let's be fiscally responsible here. So Camacho went to UConn. Douglas Butler went to, how do we pronounce it? Quinnipiac. Joe Gibbs to UConn. Matthew Bright went to Michigan. And Albert Hernandez went to Ohio State. That's nice. Okay. Anti-gravity treadmills. Data bringing in the tech. Yeah, I guess so. We're next up, we're going to get the holodecks in here. All right. We're going to keep going. So Perez, Dale. We let those guys go. Yeah. Okay. Keep on advancing. Quinnipiac. Oh, yeah. Whatever. Tournaments, auto. Custom schedule, auto. Start new season. Here we go. I don't know if we'll do maybe we'll just get a little taste of this season. We're getting close to 2 hours here. Let's not go too crazy. It's a mini series, right? So we did year one. Let's maybe get halfway through year two or something like that. Let's not do the entirety of year two already and make it like a 3.5, 4 hour stream here. I'm streaming every day this week. I have to pace myself a little bit if I'm going to be honest with myself. Let's not do a 4 hour stream, but let's not stop here either. Just enough to keep you interested for Thursday or Friday, whenever we do the next stream later this week. I think that's a fair middle ground for everybody. Okay. Creating new season. Odin coming back is going to be huge. Yes. Yes, it will be. Do I throw in my little screen here? Here I am. Hey. Yes, Odin coming back is going to be huge. All right, anti-gravity treadmills. Let's do it. All right. So we are an 84 overall team now. 82 offense, 85 defense, 87 goaltending. Prestige has gone up +2 with those 2 5-star recruits that we got. It goes from 70 to 72 prestige. Are we still mostly a 4-star talent school? Yes, so we can't go too crazy. Next year, we'll need a centerman, left wing, right wing, and a couple defensemen. Okay, keep that in mind. Any regional guys here? Not much. The best is 1 4-star recruit. Okay, dashboard, lines. So first, let's auto set the lineup. Here we go. 80 to 84 overall is actually a big bump. All right, good to hear. Like to see that. Very nice. So Watts, Samson, Bright. Do we put Gibbs on that top line? He gives it a +3, so I think we do. Yeah. Gibbs, Samson, Bright, top line with a +3. Second line +3 as well. Keller, Henry. Let's go Henry here. And no. Daniel moving up there. No, Keller, it's okay. Watts, Henry, Keller. Franklin. We have a left. No, I don't have any left wings here, right? Really? There's Fletcher. Bright 90 club. Yes, sir. I like Gibbs on that top line. Got to get Guy and Sharp together. Clemens somewhere. Yes. Let me play around with this a bit more here. So Clemens will be in the lineup. Let's do the forwards first. O'Brien, the senior. Let's get him out for Fletcher. Fletcher on the left wing. Yeah, we'll do this. +1 and +1. Daniel, Wade, Franklin, Fletcher, Clemens, Stevens. I like this for the lineup, I think. Yeah, I like this for the lineup. Defense, Odom, Conrad is good. Sanchez, Pollard is good. But it will be Guy and Sharp on that third pair. Yes, I like this very much. Camacho still in 87. Hampton still in 86. Good. Whew, this is crazy. These are crazy lineups. Quarterback is going to be Odom here. I don't know why it changes the pluses. Hold on. So, okay, he's a two-way D. Somehow Odom's a two-way D. Don't care. Guy's a defensive defenseman. He shouldn't be on the first unit power play, probably. Hold on. Samson. I can't see their names, though. Bumper, net front. On defense here. Let's put Gibbs here, maybe. Gibbs on the left flank. Right flank. Bumper, net front, fine. Quarterback, offensive defenseman, Sharp. That's going to be nice for him. Sanchez, Henry, playmaker, power forward. So right flank, bumper, net front. That works. I think this is fine. Yeah, this turned into a very solid group, says Jacob, and I am in full agreement. Save the lines here. Bright, is he on the power play? Oh, yeah, let's swap him here. There you go. +3, +3. Hey, it's +2, +3. Now it's +3, +3. Boom. Good call. And the penalty kill, this is fine. This is fine for the penalty kill. Okay, this is crazy. Now time for the strategy. 3-on-7. Okay, let's fix this up here. Coach synergy. So behind the net, good. It's still fit, but it's a better fit. 2-1-2 aggressive. Passive, aggressive pinch, sorry. Stretch the zone or 5 back. Let's do 5 back. Aggressiveness could kill us a little bit here. Assertive. We'll stay a total attack, system identity, but not all the way on the front, maybe. Man-to-man versus hybrid. Okay, 5 out of 7. Balanced system, adaptable to any situation. I like that. Ooh, 6 out of 7. Okay, good. 7 out of conservative. So it's a 7-on-7 perfect alignment. Team execution will be elite. But do we mind that the identity has gone from all-out attack to conservative? Do we care about that? What matters more? That we're all-out attack, 5 out of 7, 4 out of 7, or that we're at 7 out of 7 and it's more of a conservative system? What matters more? Recruiting, finance. Conservative hockey scares me, but the fit might be worth it. Okay, let's give it a start and we'll see. Okay, so roster, lines, strategy, recruiting in a second, finance, staff. Let me see staff here. Impact report. Development is great. Goalie technique could be a bit better. Same for injury prevention and recovery speed. We have a great injury guy there. I mean, how could we get better than 84 and 86 for the trainer? Check the year 2 schedule. Over here. And yes, the media center will want to see. Season preview, top 25. Where's UConn? They have us at 15. All right, they have us at 15 in the preseason top 25. Best players in the nation. Number 1 is Braden Harmon. Tynan Lawrence, of course, yes. Where's the top UConn player? Did anyone make it? Is Odom in here? He did not. The disrespect. Freshman 15. Yes, Weston Sharp over in UConn. You better watch him. Anyone else from UConn? And Noah Guy. And future stars. Yeah, we'll see them. And we'll go to recruiting in a moment. Polls have us in 7th there. Very good. History. Back in year 1. Put some respect on our boy Odom. Come on now. All right, recruiting. So let's not go too crazy in recruiting. Let's do, because last season I think what I missed maybe a little bit was you go after one guy as a second, third, fourth choice, and by then it's already way too late. So we need defense. We have a couple of graduating defensemen. Let's start with defense. Left D, right D. Any regional guys from left D or right D? Brandon Gentry. Let's start with him. He is 94 potential. Yes, I wouldn't mind a little home visit. Don't mind if I do 58% interest plus a phone call. 70%. Bronson Gentry, get in here, man. He's in a rush, wants to commit early. Commit on day one, Bronson. Commit on day one. 94 potential as a 4-star recruit. Yeah, let's get him as soon as like next week. Okay. Austin Galloway down to 2 stars after that. Okay, so let's wait on that. Now, that's for regional. National board. Left D, 5 stars. There's a few who are 5 stars. Tyler Kerr is number 1. You know what? Let's fight with other teams. Why not? Let's at least be in the mix. Yeah, this man wants to be a Husky. 96 potential. Tyler Kerr, good to know. Plus, we'll give him a phone call. Okay. Tobias Underwood. Where is he playing? In BC. It takes hours sometimes. You gotta scout a little bit. Come on. He has 97 potential. Whoo. We'll give him a phone call. Tobias Underwood. Maxwell O'Brien. Give him a phone call. Already 50% scouted. Good. And Stephen Quinn. Phone call. Okay, so we'll come back to them. There's no... Actually, there are righties who are... Yeah, okay. Phone call. Phone call. And we'll come back to scout them next week. Phone call. Good. That 97 might be generational if you fully scout him. We'll see. We'll get him fully scouted next week. That's for defense. The 5 stars on defense. Let's see the wingers. One of each forward at the very least. Anyone who's regional? No 5-star regional wingers, huh? Any 4-star regional forwards? Not even. 3-star. Daniel, what's his name? Okay, Stanton. We'll come back next week. We still have 7 recruiting hours. Okay, give him a phone call. There you go. All right, so that's that. Let's go to the first game of the season here against the Brown Bears. Love it. Here against Brown. Prestige of 53. Come on, we got to get this one in. Here against the Brown Bears. Let's do it. ×8 to start the season. Year 2 of the Chancellor Data era. Here we go. 1-0 Brown in the second, but we tied up 1-1. There we go. 2-1 UConn, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. Keep it going. 10 minutes to go. From down 1-0 to 6-2, the final UConn win. Big game out shooting them 30-15. Very nice. That's what we needed to see. ASU is a good matchup next week. Yes, we'll see next week. All right. We win that other game. We lost. Are you kidding? We're 1-1. National rank 39 now. Call it a season. We're finished. Okay. My targets. Let's go back to Big Boy. Our main guy, Branson Gentry, whatever his name is. Let's get him... one more phone call. Yes, and the official visit. Call it, man. Bronson. This guy begging to be a Husky. Bronson Gentry, or Bronson Gentry, we'll call him. Welcome to UConn, man. This guy was desperate to get in here. 4-star recruit with 94 potential. We're already number 1. The first recruit in the entire country going to UConn. That's crazy. All right. Still with a lot of scouting hours left as well. So our targets, let's see. This guy has 96 potential. Hit him with a phone call. 13% less effective. Might not work out for Tyler Kerr. Tobias Underwood. He values the home visits. All right, here's your home visit. +6, that's it? All right, Tobias, you're not interested, I guess. Maxwell 95 potential. We'll want to keep working on him. Isaac Johnson, 93 potential. Yes, don't mind if I do. Stephen Quinn, 96 potential. Aaron Lloyd, 97 potential. Oh my goodness, who are these people? Kevin Parks, 97 potential. And Daniel Stanton, 82 potential. Meh. Bronson, just a Husky jersey at birth. Couldn't wait to join us. Meh. Yeah. Let's go back to looking at centerman. Regional. No one's really out there, right? Left wings. Trip Hickman. 85 potential. Okay, Trip Hickman could be interesting. And Timothy Christian. He's 20, but we'll see. We'll come back. Welcome back, Flamecraft. Pay attention to the too far indicator. Yeah, I wasn't really, but I will now. Lloyd and Parks would be huge. Probably neither have the generational tag this class, but it's possible. Trip Hickman, what a name. We'll come back to Kyle Mason as well later on. Okay. Here against Arizona State. Let's do it. Week 2, we're 84 overall versus 84 overall. Joe Gibbs with 5 points in the first 2 games. 1-1 to start the year. 2-2. We split those games again. 6 points in 4 games from Joe Gibbs. Denver coming up next. 88 overall Denver. Shoo. All right. Back to recruiting. So let's see. My targets. Tyler Kerr. Regional, we said yes. Is he that interested? Actions are 13% less effective. I think we're going to pass on Tyler Kerr. That's a lot of hours for a guy that might not really be too interested. Same for Hickman, who's just too far. So Tobias Underwood, we're going to say forget it. Maxwell O'Brien now. He's far, 95 potential. Janssen also far, 93 potential. Quinn, also too far, 96 potential. Aaron Lloyd, far, 97 potential. Kevin Parks, too far, 97. All these guys are too far. So what are we going to do? Trip Hickman, let's focus on him a bit. Okay, I'll give him a home visit. 42% interest. And a phone call to 54. Okay. Stranton, I think we'll pass on him. Timothy Christian, 77 potential, pass. Kyle Mason, 79, pass. They're worth the trouble of being too far. Those guys seem like studs. Yeah, if they're that crazy in potential, I think they are worth it. We have to focus on who do we think we want the most, though. 96. Like, let's get them fully scouted first, and we can judge. Quinn, Johnson, and O'Brien. Those 3. Even Lloyd. Right? Is there even Parks as well? Okay, and Parks. Okay, between all those guys, who do we like the most? So Maxwell O'Brien, 81 skating, 83 shooting, everything between 79 and 89. Okay, very good from Maxwell O'Brien. 79 to 89. Johnson, 78 to 88. Quinn, 77 to 87. Lloyd, 69 to 88. Drops off. And Parks, 76 to 87. So O'Brien stands out the most, I think, obviously. A two-way D as well. Very tempting. The heir to Odom. Janssen is what? I'm looking in the wrong place. Where's this? Oh, two-way D. They're both two-way D. Maxwell O'Brien really stands out, I got to say. But Michigan, North Dakota, they're already so interested. He's far, not too far. So at least there's that. 22% with the home visit. Phone call gets us to 30% interested. Maxwell O'Brien, 30%. Okay. Hickman, we're going to keep working on. Will O'Brien and Guy would be fighting for minutes. No problem with me. Still have some hours left here. Okay, so we learned a bit more about these guys. And Hickman is what? He's a left wing. So let's think about recruiting some centermen here. on the national board. We can't go after all these 5-star guys. I think we need to better pool our resources and go after some of the 4-stars here. So let's see who's who. This guy's local, which is great, but we don't know enough about him. So Elliott is local. Riggs is far. Already Michigan at 72% interest. See, it goes quick. Was Parks a winger? No, Parks is a right D. Okay. So that's all our scouting hours already. Recruiting hours. I mean, Aiden Elliott was interesting. Hit him with a home visit just to get some interest going, just to say he's there, but still. And Isaac Janssen. I mean, what do we mean more? The left side or the right side? We have the left side already. And probably more the right side is what we need, actually. If you look at right D on the national board. Parks at that 97 potential. Lloyd 97, Janssen 93. Far and too far. Ontario versus Minnesota. Aaron Lloyd. North Dakota only at 38%. All right. Aaron Lloyd's work on him. He seems distracted, but the text loved the conversation. We can offer him a scholarship already, really. All right. Aaron Lloyd is of interest, I would say. 2 hours left for recruiting. Janssen, shoot him a text. Okay, here we go against Denver. Big week against Denver. 2-2 is our record. Camacho, broken leg. Well, that's why we have a couple goalies. Camacho out for 18 weeks with a broken leg. Dan just checking in here. Hello, friends. Just checking in. We'll catch up later. I love the UConn pick. I was thinking of using them for a CFB dynasty. Much love to all. Dan, one of our channel members, checking in. Thanks for saying so, my friend. We're going to be wrapping this one up shortly. Tough break there. The goalie we signed in the transfer portal is out. So that brings in Hampton. Can I not swap here? Okay, there you go. So Hampton goes back to being our starter and Weeks to backup as Camacho is out. That is brutal. Save lines. Okay. And we're 3-3 now. Another win and loss week. Okay. Back to our targets. Maxwell O'Brien, I think, is still the #1 target. O'Brien and Lloyd, probably. I mean, do we really want to go after O'Brien when we have a heavier emphasis on the right side? But maybe Stephen Quinn, we say forget it. He's far and we're losing ground on him. Trip Hickman. Hit him with the home visit to 75%. Boom. Thank you very much. On the plus side, that backup plus e-bug combo is probably good enough to be beat most other teams starting tandem. Yeah, still a strong goalie room. It's true. Aiden Elliott has 88 potential. Hold on, let's go to... So Aaron Lloyd, 18%. Hit him with the home visit, gets it to 27. He prefers texts, so we'll text him as well. Gets it to 33. And O'Brien likes the campus visits, gets it to 44. Plus a phone call gets him to 52. This is tough. Isaac Janssen, I think it's not too late yet, but at 13% deduction, it's less effective. That's what's killing us. Our actions are less effective. Kevin Parks, we're done on Kevin Parks. We're not going to make it on Kevin Parks. Okay, down to O'Brien, Janssen, Lloyd. Elliott would be interesting if we could get him. Hit him with a phone call. Seemed distractive, but loves the text. Yeah, okay, there you go. He's a shy introvert. No problem. 32%. Other teams are way more interested, though. All right, now to do some scouting. Let's look at more centers on the national board. Elliott, we saw already. Harold Riggs up next. He's far. All these guys who are far and 79%. If they're far and someone likes them already over 70%, forget it. Carrillo, done. Paul Orr, cross country 75, gone. 78, far, gone. 3,000 miles, gone. Ace Gutierrez. Actually, we already saw Ace Gutierrez, didn't we? Rivera, far, 79, done. Bond, regional, 76. Okay, let's scout him. 94 potential, Eric Bond. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, we'll definitely work on Eric Bond. Aaron Mercado. I didn't mean to do that, but he's national. Sure. 82 potential. No, thank you. Lincoln Fuller. 87 regional, but 87. 87. The name's Bond. Eric Bond. 90 for Lincoln Fuller. All right. We'll make him a target at least. Axel Erickson is far and 75. Regional and 95. Forget it. National and 82. Maverick Sherman. Cool name. Let's just have these guys pinned and ready for next time. Hunter Bray. Far and 81. No. Singleton. National and 74. National and 74. Cross country 92. Cross country 75. Actually, I saw him. Sorry. Far 90. Almost done here. Cross country 85. Bond jersey number 7. Yeah, we'll try and do that if we can get him. National 95. I keep clicking the same guy twice. National 86 and Jude Mayo National 99. Forget it. Okay. Are you using the UML plus BU roster? Yes, I am. Plus BU plus another school, I think. Christopher Dougherty. Regional 89. Cross country 84. Cross country 84. Did I click the same guy again? National 74. Okay, let's advance a week and we'll see. Why waste time? And Merrimack, yes, exactly. All right, we're 3-3 facing off against Minnesota State Mavericks. Let's do it. 5-3. Finally, back-to-back wins for a weekend. Joe Gibbs leading the way with 11 points. We're now ranked 6th in the nation. Very big. Okay, looking back at our targets. O'Brien, Janssen, and what's his name? 93% interest from Michigan. Maxwell, not too late on Maxwell O'Brien, but maybe we pivot. Janssen just 13%. Lloyd 33. 58 from Minnesota versus 93 from Michigan. We're not going to make it on Maxwell O'Brien, I don't think. Maxwell O'Brien, left D, 6'4", big. I love those numbers for him, though. Michigan pushing for O'Brien. Might be time to push for him. All right. Home visit gets it to 66. Phone call on the way home from the airport to 74. Can we say, hold on, I'm going to call him and offer him a visit? 80%. We're not at the official visit just yet. It'll take 44 recruiting hours. Okay, Maxwell O'Brien, if he's around next week, we'll try the official visit. Meanwhile, Aaron Lloyd, hit him with a home visit as well. 40. He forgot. I forgot that he only likes texts. 48. Okay, we're in the mix for Aaron Lloyd as well. That could be our 2 defensemen right there. And we already got 1, right? We already got Bronson Gentry. So we only need 1. I mean, if we get 2, we can always transfer somebody out, but yeah. And then we need to think about who else is our target. So defense. Aiden Elliott, 32. Minnesota State is getting us a little bit there. The home visit is cheap because he's right there. 43%. Okay. Eric Bond we really liked. Send him a text. He's distracted, of course. No, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Tornado Panda. Is that Data72 my favorite streamer? That is my favorite panda in the universe. If you're asking for someone who was here on day 1, someone who was here on day 1, NHL 20, it's Tornado Panda. Tornado Panda, one of the most beautiful men I've ever known in my life. How are you, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. We've been doing a lot on the channel since you last checked in. I'm sure you've been keeping tabs, but glad to hear from you, buddy. Bond is distracted. He's on a mission for the queen right now. Might be. Oh, my goodness. Tornado Panda, channel legend. Welcome in, buddy. Glad to hear from you. Just saw Tornado this summer for the wedding. I gotta see Tornado again soon. I know Tornado is very, very busy with all the work he's doing all over the planet for different organizations. Okay, what do we have? Still 97 scouting hours. Maverick Sherman. 76 potential. Goodbye. Lincoln Fuller, 90 potential. Yeah, we're going to keep on him. All right, next. Let's try and find a winger here. National board. A 4 or 5-star winger would be great. Someone who isn't too... Yeah, 99%. Goodbye. 89%. All these guys are too committed now. 81%. Xander Holt, national. Okay. He has 76 potential. Goodbye. Isaiah Merrill, no. Artem Golubev, no. Anton Svensson, no. Jerry Chase, meh. Panda and I did a ton of work when I was trying to figure out how to stream. We're doing test streams. He helped to create the Discord server. Panda has a huge fingerprint on the history of this channel, whether you know it or not. Left wingers don't look great. I would love to get one, but they don't look great unless there's a 3-star that makes sense for us. Henry Yang, 50% interested, could be a guy. Henry Yang, 80 potential? No. Sorry, Henry. Jordan Beck, cross country. Far, too far. Far, everyone's far. I've been keeping tabs, you know it. Leave for my last work trip of the season tomorrow, and then after that we'll be in the off season, so we'll be a bit more available. Love it, Tornado. I've been trying to get something going with our buddy who's in Ottawa or close to Ottawa, right? So maybe something could happen over a weekend coming in the spring. Love. If anyone's been here a long time, it's Panda and Hobbsy. Larry Welch, he's far. Trip Hickman's still a guy that 85 potential. Trip Hickman might be the guy we just go after in the end, the easy one. If anyone has crazy potential, we'd want to think about him too. All right, advancing another week. Oh, didn't I say, or is it next week? Against the Augustana Vikings. This is going to be a couple wins here, please. Yes, 7-3, number 3 ranked now. So now we want to go and close. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. We wanted to close him off. We said if he was here next week, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. So you know what? Our guy is going to be Aaron Lloyd then. Aaron Lloyd will be our guy. He has the higher potential anyways. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Tornado. He has higher potential anyways. We'll go after Aaron Lloyd instead. And yes, okay. So Aaron Lloyd, let's try and finish off some of these guys here. Home visit, 57%. Phone call on the way home from the airport. Yeah, Lloyd is our new rock. It seems, I forgot, he's shy. I always keep forgetting he's shy. 69%, okay. And next week, we'll try and close him off. Aaron Lloyd will close him off next week. Janssen, we're going to take him out for now. Aiden Elliott with his 88 potential would be great, but Minnesota State is really pushing for him. We can get to 54 like that. Phone call to 61. Him too, he's shy to 68. Okay. We'll see if it's meant to be on Elliott as well. Eric Bond. Bond won't be easy, but I really want him. Is he shy? Campus visits and whatever. Home visit. Text player. Distracted. Do we send him some money? Yeah, we need to write D more anyways. It's true. Hickman, I was gonna close him off this week. My bad. I'm out of hours. We could use some money on Lloyd if we have to, yes, but I think we can get him next week. We still have scouting hours. So this is where we'll go to right wingers, I guess. National board right wingers. Ace McClure. Too far. Too far. Too far. National, but 91%. We're finished. Too far. 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 No one lives around here? National, but too far. What? Far. Regional, finally. 53. Okay, this guy could be Beckett Benton. Beckett Benton, 77 potential. Get out of my sight. Far, far. National. Not going to get him, though. Medina, too far. Two different Medinas. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 80 potential. Goodbye. We throw Hickman some money or just gamble he's there? I think we're going to gamble on Hickman. Everyone's too far. Regional. Omaha. Okay. Let's try it. 87%. Jonah Vaughn. That could be a guy right there. Might be even better than Hickman. But he's a right wing. Oh, yeah. Because Hickman's a left winger. So we get both. We could get both. We don't want to overcommit and go crazy here on all like getting a million good prospects. You don't need to get a million good prospects. Then everyone just ends up going to the transfer market. I've been up in my hockey more ever since the Olympics. Going to need to catch up on my data content so I'm more informed on the season. Tornado, we're waiting for you in our Detroit Red Wings franchise. Currently, we're live. We're doing like live streams all week if you can find time to hop in. But Mondays, we do Hockey Legacy Manager, which is like a management game on the PC. Wednesdays, we do MLB The Show. Fridays, we do NHL as live streams on top of our NHL franchise mode series and so on and so forth. But we got to get your AGM thoughts in there, Panda. Vance Garcia, Bob Vance Garcia. Kellen Lindsay. Okay. Kellen, we get that Grinder again, though. Okay, we'll be back. My target. So Hickman, we're going to try for Hickman and Vaughn next week. Hickman, Vaughn, and Lloyd. Entry deadline extravaganza on Friday, of course, yes. This week's a no-go, but I will try to keep up with it. Absolutely, no problem, buddy. Never any requirements or expectations on you for such a legend such as yourself. Okay, so we're going to try next week to close out Lloyd, Hickman, Lloyd and Hickman next week, and then we'll go from there. Go Habs, go, baby. Yes, sir. Okay, advanced week. Maybe I still had hours left or whatever, but I just want to get our guys in. I don't think we had hours left anyways. 7-3. Now we're 8-4. One game apiece. Okay, our overall went from 84 to 83. Okay. Targets. Lloyd is still here. Hickman is still here. Good. So Aaron Lloyd. Let's try to finish him off here. So we're going to go for... do we do the home? Yeah, he's the biggest guy. So home visit and the text. We don't have anything left. We don't have the official visit. We don't have enough. Do we throw in some money or hope that he's available next week? Hang on a second here. We have 40 recruiting hours left. Trip Hickman. We'll give him the phone call and the visit. Trip Hickman, welcome. 3-star recruit. Yes. Jonah Vaughn, we want to get him interested. Aaron Lloyd. Couple texts. Yeah, but that won't get us high enough. Do we send him money? He's a 5-star. He's going to want crazy money. I don't really want to send him money if we could just get him next week here. But is it risky to wait another week at 84 versus 87? Is he patient? Money motivated. He is patient. He is patient. Aiden Elliott. Minnesota State's going to snag him probably, unless we send an offer of money. Text him and pay $25K. That probably does it. Eric Bond with 94 potential. I really want Eric Bond. Is he an introvert as well? No, campus visit. If we call him, gets to 36. Then to 42, just seems distracted. 4-star recruit, Eric Bond. You know what? I think I'm going to send 40,958 to Eric Bond as a 94 potential centerman. I'm going to send competitive market offer plus 21% interest. I don't know if that's enough. Is that not a scholarship? What's the difference between offering money and offering a scholarship? What's the difference between those two? And then for Vaughn, we'll do him next week, I suppose. Bond, we sent him the money. Lloyd, we could send him some money as well. No more text, but we could offer $30,000 just to up the offer here. All right, Aaron Lloyd, 30K gets it to 91%. We have 97 scouting hours left. We have the right D. We have the left winger. Money helps sway from the scores. I think you can solve the offstage. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. Understood. We still have a bunch of scouting hours left. We were trying for the right D. That would be the filling there. Trying for the right wing. Now, Jonah Vaughn would be the right winger. So I'm going to say advance the week. And we're going to close it off after a couple more weeks here. Boston College, we're 8-4. Eesh, we lose both games now, 8-6. My targets. No! Wait, did we get him? Or is... No. We lost him? How can we see where he went? Is it not possible? How come? Oh, man. So we lost Lloyd. We did everything we could, but we lost Lloyd. Do we get to keep that money? Do we get our money back at least? Not even. We still have 130. Oh, no. Yeah, we got the 30K back. Oh, man. Click on recruiting class in the rankings, and it says who got. I have to view class. There he goes. Goes to Minnesota. Aaron Lloyd goes to Minnesota. Kevin Parks and Aaron Lloyd go to Minnesota. He had 100% interest for Minnesota and UConn, but he commits to Minnesota. I mean, we can't say we didn't try. We did everything we could, and it was 100%. It was 100%. What are you going to do? Should have sent a text to Lloyd instead of Bond, who had like 27%. I don't think it would have done anything because it was 100 versus 100. If it was 100% versus 100%, then if it was 100 versus 99, I could be upset. But if it's 100 versus 100, then sending that text wouldn't have done anything. Okay, Eric Bond. We got to get Eric Bond here. Home visit to 74. No dice, blame Donkey. Loves the campus visits. Can we get Eric Bond here? Phone call and campus visit. All right, Eric Bond, welcome. We get UConn. We get him to UConn at least. We're still going to get some good players here. And Jonah Vaughn, I don't think we're going to be able to get him, but I'll send him a text. 7%. Couple texts, 12% on Jonah. All right, so our class, we have 2 4-stars and 1 3-star committed. So at least there's that so far. '17th ranked. Yeah, we still have more that we'll want to do. So we're getting an extra defenseman. We'd still want another one, especially on the right side. A right side defenseman and a right winger. Maybe it's going to be Jonah Vaughn, but we need a right defenseman and a right winger in a perfect world. And we have budget and all that to do it. Isaac Janssen is still out here thinking. Maybe put him back on our target list. Maybe Isaac Janssen ends up being a guy that we're renewing interest in. Dorian Hoover, cross country, forget it. How much interest? 82 from Boston U. Parker Wilson, regional, 95 to Minnesota. Just out of curiosity, 82 potential, no. Jonathan Franco, that could be interesting. 78 potential, nope. Walter Lowe, Clarkson probably has him, but 80 potential, nope. And Jordan Alexander, start scouting him. Anyone else? Sutton Cleveland, cross country, forget it. Sterling Green, local. We'll check him out. Adrian Myers, cross country, don't bother. Too far. National 81 for Grayson Walker. Okay, we'll scout him next week. Ryan Salazar. Far. Ellis Fuller, great name. Riggs Scott, great name. Everyone's far. Everyone's far. Far, far, far. Ronald Rogers. Can't always have a top recruiting class. Would be really cool to see someone with that official generation tag next class. Yeah, agreed. Oh my, of course, my boy Scopex, of course. I see that Discord active all the time. Wow, Scopex, that's a throwback. What an icon. He's a UConn alum. Oh, I gotta send him this. I gotta go to that. Would it be weird if I dropped into your Discord and dropped this link? UConn alum Scopex, the chancellor of UConn. Also, potentially silly question, College Hockey 26 is its own game? Yes, it is. So there's a couple of PC management hockey games. There's Hockey Legacy Manager 26, and there's College Hockey 26. This is like college football of EA, but for the computer for hockey. This game means a filter for distance. Yeah, that would be great. That would be a good suggestion for Coastal Summit Studios. That's what the regional thing is for, but aren't always regional recruits. Right, exactly. Who else is here? Ryder Fitzgerald, far. National 76. Okay, Bentley Martinez. Jason Calhoun, 55 and national. Okay. Bit dead, but he'd love you for your... All right, I'll do that. Scopex, the chancellor of UConn. The dean. He's going to come for the puck drop. Ceremonial puck drop from Scopex. Ballard, Deacon, Travis. Everyone's far. No one wants to drive this generation. I'm looking at the 2 stars now. Hold on. No more 2 stars. Okay. Let's advance a week. Playing against New Hampshire Wildcats. We are 8-6. And Clemens has a minor concussion. Isn't that our goalie? 9-7. We win 1 and lose 1. No, Clemens was our 4th line center. Okay, so that is where Farrell will come in. There you go. Odom. How's Odom doing? Is he leading the way? It's Odom. Yes, 21 points from Odom. That's incredible. Okay. Who's still out here? Isaac Janssen is still out here, but 88% interest. We're at 13. I don't know if he's going to be too interested in coming here. There's probably other right Ds that are easier to go after. Alexander. Ooh, Jordan Alexander has 87 potential. That might be our guy. Sterling Green has 82 potential. No, we'll pass. Grayson Walker, 87 potential. Okay. Janssen is begging for you to start trying. We might have to. I know. Ronald Rogers. And we don't have enough scouting hours. It doesn't make sense. I don't have scouting hours. Jonah Vaughn, 90% from Omaha. Okay, so centers, we have no one else pinned here. Left wings, nobody. Right wings is just Jonah. Left D, no one. It's just the right D and that one right winger. All right, Jonah. 90%. I don't think we're going to get you, though. Let me dedicate hours first to Isaac Janssen. Hit him with the home visit. Let me guess. He's an introvert. Yeah, introvert. Hit him with a text message. Hit him with another text. Now +6 to +5. That's 33% now. We're nowhere that close. We have to put a lot of budget on it. We have 130K. We have to put like 100K on Janssen. 6'5", 173. A light breeze could knock that man over. Who's the guy? 6'5", 173. Grayson. It's because he's from North Carolina. I guess that's why. Isaac Janssen. Is it worth it? Or is that a guy where we'd rather spend money in the transfer budget, in the portal, whatever it's called? I think so. I don't know. I'm not feeling Isaac Janssen as much as we probably should. Jonah loved the conversation. We'll go back for supper the next night. Call him on the way home from the airport. If we have 130K, but if we spend 100, that leaves us with nothing for the transfer portal. That's the problem. I mean, it's not a guarantee. If he doesn't want it, then we get the money back. All right. Phone call and 100K. Phone call and 100K. Gets us to 59%. Not going to be enough. Offer scholarship. I don't know if that does anything else. There you go. Advance week. 9-7 is our record against the Providence Friars. Clemens is healthy. 11-7. We win both those games. Ranked 4th in the nation now. We're getting close to where we're going to wrap it up here. Recruiting. No, we didn't get him. We didn't get him. We got our 100K back. So we did not get him. All right. Still a good class, but too bad. All right. Looking at the right wingers. Still want Jonah Vaughn. Now Bentley's at 98% interest. This guy's family first, right? He loves those home visits. One more gets it to 68. Text him. Phone call. Do we hit him with the official visit? Do we need Jonah Vaughn in here? Generational levels of greed. All right, Jonah, get in here. Jonah Vaughn, welcome. It was a last-minute swoop in from other teams at 98, 97% interest. Jonah Vaughn, welcome to UConn. The right wingers are filled. Now it just leaves us needing a defenseman, preferably for the right side. We need a right D, preferably that right D. So Jordan Alexander is an idea. Grayson Walker's an idea. Ronald Rogers, no. Bentley Martinez, we say no. Okay. And then there's also Jason Calhoun, 73. No, from Getsy, no. That leaves us with Jordan Alexander and Grayson Walker next week to think about. Could portal a D-man as well. It's true. Could portal a D-man. So I don't know how these teams are getting 10 players in their class. We got 4 players, and it's like, okay, that was like a busy class. 4 players. I'm happy with our class. 2 4-stars, 2 3-stars with high potential. I like Jordan. Bring back the GOAT. You always loved Jordan. Hey, I was never a big Jordan guy, but you know, teach his own. Jordan Alexander, brother of Jason Alexander. Better last name than the other Jordan. All right. Roster. How are we looking here stats-wise? Team stats. Gibbs with 10 goals and 22 points in 18 games. Odom over a point. He's a senior now. Odom, 21 points in 18 games. Big schools using the text spam method. I mean, if that means better players in the portal, then so be it. I don't want to be shamed for only getting 3, 4, 5 players and other teams are getting 10. And then we're the ones having to cut players. No, I'm proud of the method we have here at UConn under the Chancellor data regime that it is. Okay, so recruiting. We still have some scouting hours. We could... Is anyone else on right D? May as well let's check them out. Okay, no, we have no more money. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say it. Those big schools are just shameless. I'm not afraid. All right, we are 11-7 here against the Providence Friars. 11-7, 12-8. We win one of those, win one, lose one. We are ranked 4th in the nation now. As we're getting ready to hit the halfway point and call it an episode in just a few minutes here. Dorian Hoover. I just want to see more about Dorian Hoover. Why did I scout him all the way? Waste. All right, Jordan Alexander. Omaha's 99% interest. and Grayson Walker has 96. So 87 potential, both 87 potential. This guy is between 69 and 80. Sorry, 62 and 80. This guy's between 67 and 78. Grayson Walker, 6'5", 173. Yeah, we do it the right way here at UConn. Loves the home visit, but we're at 0% interest. We're not going to be able to get this guy. 3. Okay, hit him with the home visit. We're going to sweep in out of nowhere. Home visit, phone call, text, and a 3-star guy. We're going to send him 20K. More money than his little eyes have ever seen. Hit him with 20K. Boom, 65. Massive total offer. He's blown away. Going half for the night. No problem, Flamecraft. We're almost done as well over here. Up to 65%. It's still not enough, though. But we'll hit him with it and see what happens. I mean, do we add to it? Do we add, what happens if we add $5,000? Add 5K, 73. He is blown away. But I don't think we're going to be able to get him. We're trying to swoop in out of nowhere here. Grayson Walker, kind of the same thing. We'll just have to get a couple of walk-ons or something. I don't know. We still have a lot of recruiting hours left. Okay, home visit, text player gets us to 20%. And hit him with the same offer. 25K. Blown away. 55%, but it's not going to be enough. Okay, national board. Who's still out here? The number 3 ranked guy is still out here. Timu Sandberg. Who's this goalie? With 94 potential. Timu. Boston College probably going to get him. Typical. So Dorian Hoover is 77 potential as a 4-star prospect. That's crazy. Yeah, not much really out here for these prospects. Jordan Alexander stands out the most. Sutton Cleveland. Can't even scout him. Recruiting hours. 100K should be plenty. Wouldn't spend much more if we want money for the transfer portal. Yeah, I doubt we're going to... I don't think those guys are going to sign anyways. Peter Fulton, just for fun. Let's give him a home visit. And a phone call. We learned 50% about him. Call him again. Peter Fulton, just for fun. All right. Advance a week against UMass Lowell. Sanchez, Roost Factory out for 4 weeks. Great. I forgot what happened. I didn't see what happened there. Do we go 1-1? Schedule, we go... No, we won both those games. Great. So on a 3-game win streak now. And that will close off December. Yeah, I think we're going to end it off there after this last little bit of recruiting. Yeah, New Year's Eve. So we'll end it off here after one last little shot of recruiting. So my targets. Jordan Alexander still out here. Fulton, let's get him scouted. He has 78 potential. Forget it. But Jordan Alexander, hey, you know what? We're up to number 1 now. Someone else pulled out, I guess. And we're number 1. Our offer of 25K can't be taken away. And Grayson Walker, we also gave 25K, but Alaska's going to get him. Okay, so forget Grayson Walker. I can't take that money back, right? But he's not going to take it. Jordan Alexander might. So... let's give him the phone call and the visit. Boom. Jordan Alexander, welcome to UConn. So we filled everything we needed. We're even or filled. We're good to go. We could get other prospects or whatever, but we don't want to do more than is necessary. And that is now, yes, even though they're 3-star prospects, these are guys with 85 plus potential. So Jordan Alexander on board at right D, 2 right D, 1 center, 1 left wing, 1 right wing. That's what we needed in this class. And our class is currently slated at what? 17th with average 3.4 stars. No problem. As long as nobody transfers unexpectedly, it should be good. Yeah. And worst case, we'll have over 100K in our NIL budget. So that'll be fine. Okay. So we're going to pause it there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll continue next episode with some recruiting and continuing on in the season. We're 14-8 here in this mini series in College Hockey 26. Do I need to save or do I just exit to menu? That's just it. Exit to menu. Data Huskies are here. Okay. All right. It's saved then. Awesome. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done. We need to fix lines. Okay. Well, we'll do that all in the next episode. We'll fix lines next episode. Yeah, because people are healthy. Is that what it is? Yes. Every day this week. Hold on. We have money to spend. Exactly. Every day this week, minus potentially Thursday. Maybe Thursday is going to be an afternoon stream, but Thursday evening is likely booked. Maybe later. Thursday's up in the air, but definitely yesterday, Monday, today, Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday. Thursday's a question mark. Friday live for the trade deadline, and Saturday. But yes, it's just a question mark on Thursday. Aside from that, content coming your way every day. If Thursday, guaranteed Thursday, there's content. Every day this week, there's content because on Thursday, you have a Red Wings episode coming out. So content from Monday to Saturday this week between live streams and uploads, at least one piece of content every day from Monday to Saturday. Big week here for you. WStream, sorry, I couldn't see your comment on screen. Right on, WStream. See y'all tomorrow. Thanks for being here, everybody. We'll be live again with college hockey, potentially Thursday, maybe in early next week. Keep an eye on the Discord server for details on that, but we'll continue on with the maybe 3, 4, 5 episodes of the UConn Huskies moving into the month of March. So thanks for being here. Leave a like if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts on College Hockey 26 in the comments down below. And there's even a College Hockey 26 Discord server. The dev is very easily accessible. We can definitely talk more, or you can talk more about your thoughts or suggestions about the game, which always has patches and updates coming out and all that. Doubtful for tomorrow. Make the Jays finale a special one. You know what, Hobbsy? Yes, we spoke about that because I might change things around so that you can make that Jays finale. If we're live every day, we can move things around so that you can make it. It's not a big deal. We're gonna find a way to make it happen for you. And yeah, we'll be live with something tomorrow. Panda buddy, love you, man. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll talk in the very near future, especially with the breaking news live streams coming your way in NHL trade deadline week. So subscribe, hit that bell, notified of when all those streams come breaking your way. All right, then you're going a little talk bubble in the corner. All right, thanks, everybody. Good night, and talk soon. Let's go, Huskies.